Aries. A message for Aries for January. The Ace of Air, which would be the Ace of Swords. Strength. Messenger of Fire. That would be the Page of Wands. Four of Earth. Anything Earth is Pentacles. Two of Earth. Three of Air. That would be the same as the Three of Swords, Aries, but don't panic. We have the Magician. And Transformation. This is also the same as the Death card. Don't panic, Aries. Five of Fire. It would be the same as the Five of Wands. Nine of Air. Nine of Swords. Page of Fire. And the Queen of Fire. Very interesting. In the center, there's some illusion, betrayal. You were lied to. And the realization in January will be that you were watching an illusion. And it is going to kill everything that you believed in, either about a person, an ideology, world events, personal feelings. Coming into the Aquarius age, people are isolating themselves. Well, not because of lockdowns, but and not that type of isolation. Just drifting to find their own space where they're, it's like your own little cave. There's a glare here. Let me see. Better? At the end of all of this, there's transition here. Through this transition in January, you're going to feel doubtful, worried. I just had a conversation with my son, and it was all I could do to lift his vibration up, help him lift it up, because sometimes we do that for each other, family. We lift each other's spirits up, because there has never been a more important time in human history than now to do that, because of all these changes going on. And this is exactly what you do in spite of all of this. Though you may be worried about your path forward in 2021 here, there is a path opening for you. And when you know, Aries, that's you, by the way. That's the Aries card. So January with the Ace of Air up there at the top. First card. Tells me you begin the month with freedom, feeling the strength to take on whatever's coming at you in January. That Messenger of Fire. I thought it was the Page, but it isn't. It would be the same as the Knight. that crown chakra opening. Say, yes, I understand where I'm going. But it's like, I saw a wonderful video by Cliff High that said, the title of it was, Don't Bring Ideology to a Woo Fight. That's what this feels like, a bit ideology. You know what you know what you know. And you're going to hodl and tighten in your grip, be more protective of self, or you know what you know what you know. And you know it's January. Tons of things are happening. This I know on a personal level, and has nothing to do with your sign, but this is how your sign obviously is being affected according to these cards. So the Ace of Air, freedom, liberty, strength. I know what I know what I know. Maybe rushing forward and stopping all of a sudden. Saying, wait, maybe I don't know. Wait, maybe I don't know. And now you're juggling. Wait a second, too many things happening at once. This wasn't the truth, what I knew. It was an illusion. It killed all of your knowledge, what you thought you knew. This could be love too, Aries. But I would not want to attach this to any partnership of that sort. I feel like this is the effects of what the changes in the world, and yes, it does affect us at a relationship level as well. 5 of Fire, 9 of Air. Yeah, that's how it unfolds. Conflict. Oh, the conflict you have within yourself when you go through this. You know, you're probably going through it now, Aries. You're probably in that phase and walking into this phase, you know, mid-month. So, conflict. Do I know what I know what I know? Can I reconcile anything here? Salvage anything here? And then the worry. Thinking that the problem is actually bigger than it actually is. And I think that when you realize that, this is what happens. A path opens. And you step into your own, Aries. You step into your own. So let's have a look. Rejoice in celebration. Well, that must be like New Year's Eve. That was a bad joke. I mean, it was a badly delivered joke. Celebration, freedom. For some of you, it's like we're gathering together and let's go, Brandon. Solar plexus chakra is landing right on your strength card. And that's a good thing. Because it's the I can do this. Am I racing too fast into the future? Heartache and loss. That's this card. So I think at this point you're coming into glimpsing that first drop of a statement, that first, what did you say? Or what was that just happened? Obstacles and challenges. Look at that. That is the same as this. So double whammy. You're like super self-protective now. You do not want to take on the challenge. But there's nothing, you have to go forward. This is like damage control. Suffering in silence, juggling, trying to make ends meet, I'm really sorry, Aries. That's what the cards are saying. You're not the only one. We are all going through this. This could be a collective reading easily. discontent and boredom. Afraid that there will be no more opportunities for you. You see that? That castle in the distance. Afraid that those dreams have been dashed. It's all about the universe. It's all about the universe. It's shifting, guys. I think we all know that. We're going through not a shift of just planets or stars, or the whole universe is shifting. And it's unveiling the illusions, delusions, or they'll feel like delusions when, for some people. Material harvest. This is your transition. And then you take stock of what you have. Down here we have the conflict. The conflict of, do I have enough? Probably. Harmony. Can I make this work? This is about partnerships. True love. Maybe you're questioning yourself. Am I with my true love? A lot of people are going to be breaking up because they realize that they think on opposite, everything's gone polar opposite in the since 2020. So there's the conflict. Is this the right one? But here's the message. This was divinely timed and divinely guided. And if you see this person as that true love, then you can look past this, because everybody's going through it. And how it manifests. It could be a true test of how judgmental we are going to be with others' weaknesses. I hope that made sense. There is the devil, temptation, worried. So if I forgive this person, will they do it again? If I just chained myself to a never-ending cycle of slavery, so here we are. The path opens on foundations and achievements. So here where you're taking stock, because this is what you're basing your decisions on, taking stock. Foundations and achievements. You're going to realize something can be salvaged. Your self-respect, the love you have for everyone, including those who wronged us. This path is opening. Look, we're going into sci-fi world, Aries. You can see that in this card too. That could be about Mars, for all we know. Maybe some of you are going to Mars. You're probably young enough, it'll be in your lifetime. Choose wisely. Here we have Aries. Here's the end of this story, and there's a cliffhanger here for February. Choose wisely. You're going to have things thrown in your face, not in a malicious way. Yeah, it could be malicious. This could also be opportunities. Turning tragedies or griefs into opportunities. Choose wisely. So we have you being confident, and we're back with the cliffhanger. Let's stay tuned for February, because we're going to find out what you're choosing, or what you chose. Or I'd be interested in knowing what that meant to you, Aries, if it resonated. Very cool. Thanks for joining me. God bless. Hello, Capricorn. Thanks for joining me. And let's see what Capricorn might want to see in the crystal ball. Moving as I do for every sign now. Capricorn, what do you see? What do you see? Let's see what the cards see for Capricorn. What is the message for Capricorn for the month of January? The month of January for Capricorn. What is the message for Capricorn? January 2022. The Ten of Earth, that's completion. That's having it all. Accomplishing all that you wanted to accomplish in 2021, ready or not. Seven of Earth, patience. Perhaps you're feeling you need to be patient through 2022. Perhaps you're feeling you're looking towards that Ten of Pentacles, that completion. Capricorns like to complete things before they start anything new. Three of Water. Nine of Water. The Chariot. Page of Earth. Page of Water. Children at the heart of the reading, perhaps. Temptation. King of Fire. The Queen of Earth. The Tower. Don't be scared. And the Two of Water. So there's going to be a reunion of sorts, or a celebration of a wish fulfillment. So, you know, some of you Capricorns, it could be that you were waiting a long time on an investment that just came in, you know, return on investment in the first week of January. Ooh, that might be good in the crypto world. That might be a sign. It might be the crumb that the universe gives me in each reading. Pardon me. Three of Water, reunion, celebration, wish fulfillment. Look at that. Yeah, that gem is for you. Delightful. Delighted to find it. I was wishing for that. Now that completion. Should I be patient a little longer? Reunion, wish fulfillment, and victory. The Chariot is victory racing towards you. Coming into that second week of January. Could be the realization that you just have to wait a few more days before this wish fulfillment comes in, and it comes racing in. We have the Messenger of Earth. Not the Page. Same thing, them shows. The messengers in this deck is Knights. Pardon me. This could be a gift, physical gift. Could be a peace offering. It could be a tip, or someone making an offer of an idea that they've got. Would you like to go in on it? Could we build something out of that? And so, you know, maybe someone's coming to you for advice. I've got, you know, I got $100. Can you, any ideas how I could turn this into a million? So the psyche senses start rolling around in your senses, and you get creative. Could be that you're giving good advice to a young person. This is also the beginning stages of a connection. A psychic, a spiritual connection. What's the temptation then? That would be the Devil's card. A chain that needs to be broken. It could be that it could be you, it could be another person, but that feels like creating, finding that, having to look deep within yourself to connect with Source, and in that fine young thread of awakening comes the solution to break those chains. You have unexpected help coming in. Someone who is enlightened. Someone who is faithful, loyal, passionate. Someone who has their eye on you. It doesn't necessarily have to be a lover, Capricorn. We've got you nurturing, self-nurturing. That is your card. That's Capricorn energy, self-nurturing, looking to the future. Building that nest in order to retire well and to have it all. I will nurture this because I want more. So what is this Tower moment? Well, it looks to me, Capricorn, like the Great Awakening that we're all going through. We're all experiencing it. We are in a shift. The universe is in a shift. Jupiter shifted last week. We saw it on the satellite. It was pretty cool. This is the shift. Disruption. Big changes. Now what do? I've been nurturing this way of life, this way of being, this way of thought forever, and it came to nothing? Is that what this is? But we have soulmates here, partnerships, like minds, forming the type of union that either recovers, because we do have reunion here, either recovers or rebuilds. The focus is on down the road, future, retirement. Nurturing self should be the focus. But we've got the two Capricorn cards showing up here. Your strengths showing up. That unexpected help from, it could be a star being, you know, an alien or angel come into life form to be here at this moment, at this time for you. Because we are in the eye of that storm. We've yet to hit the tailwinds. But everything's shifting, everything's changing, this is the Great Awakening. Some people who woke up too late wake in shock, you know. Their hearts failed for fear. But here are your strengths. Here are your strengths. Wish fulfillment. This could be the planning stages. Racing to victory. While the world shifts into, well, we're in darkness now. But we've got soulmates. You have a soulmate here. Now, it does look like you're swimming in opposite directions, but let's find out the whole story here of what this all means. What's this all about, Spirit? What does this mean? What does this mean for Capricorn in January? Whoops, beg your pardon, Cap. Base chakra. Ooh, that's sexuality. That's sensuality. That is the beginning, the awakening of the realization of, oh my God, they've lied to us for centuries, for millennia. And this is what I am worth. The beginning. And it's going to be a turn on. An excitement. A sense of excitement. Now you're looking connected. See how you look to the sky, to the air. We have time constraints, but out here there is none. This is a really, I know it says moving on, but this is moving towards peace. This is about moving towards a calmer state of being. You know, deep breathe, take a deep breath, Capricorn. This is about patience and waiting for what you know is coming. And I'm talking the world scale, mostly. But this would relate to you possibly on a very personal level. Foundation and achievements. Boy, there's going to be reason to celebrate. So there's a lot of happiness, celebrations coming into January, optimistic, looking at the abilities that you have, feeling like you can be more, you can move forward and grab that wish fulfillment, financial and material changes. There is a huge wealth shift going on as well as everything else. The concept of money is going to change. You know, and I've known about this for years and years and prepared for it, and I still have trouble grasping. I see what it's going to look like, but I have trouble grasping it. And this Gisera Nacera doesn't even touch it. It doesn't even come close to what the reality of what we're coming into is. The change, the shift. Gisera Nacera sounds too much like handouts. Yes, wealth distribution. Yes, getting what we deserve. But man, this is totally different. What is coming is totally different. Yes, we will understand what prosperity is all about and how poverty can be wiped out. And I mean, that seems so unbelievable, Capricorn. But I'm telling you, never in the history of humanity or even this world, we are on that cusp. Material harvest, racing. You are going to do so well. So well. We see the challenges here, and you know what you can do to face those challenges. Here's the shift. The universe shifting. You haven't been left out. This is a new beginning, a new business, a new career perhaps, a new offer, a new gift that you didn't even know you had. Page of water. Solar plexus chakra. Now this is just awakening. This new part, this shift within you, within yourself. This beginning of psychic abilities, the beginning of connecting, the beginning of creating a new reality. And this card is all about the I can. The solar plexus chakra is in focus for you in January. The I can strength. Now, oh, don't I like this? This is like the opposite of this, because traditionally this shows, you know, Baphomet sitting there and he's got a chain on the lovers, where the lovers cards, the lovers are free, they're divinely guided, they're divinely timed, they're true love. But here the two lovers are chained in the traditional optical. Though the bite out of the apple is the heart of the apple. I can see what they mean. We have the shadow. This is the same as the moon card, Pisces energy, could be Cancer energy in some, depending on the cards. Again, we've got dark to light. Resist that temptation, break those chains, you've come into the light. But then again, this might not have anything to do with that, because this is the Capricorn card that rules over temptation, that has that strength to go one way or the other. You know, because some people like being slaves. I'm not going to touch that one. The shadow or the moon card is all about revealing something beautiful. Power. That's the strength card in traditional tarot. This unexpected help coming in. This person of passion, loyalty. Both cards are Leo, so you maybe have something to do with a Leo this month. Strong character. Strong passion for you. Nurturing, movement, choices, decisions. Well, Since we are in the eye of the storm right now, Capricorn, that should make your movement, choices, and decisions a little clearer. Because in the eye of the storm, we can see everything that's going on, what's been going on, and going around and around and around. We're at the hey moment. I'm going to make some certain decisions, choices, and move on them for my highest good, retirement, nurturing. Wow. Okay, so in January, in one form or another, Capricorn, there is going to be loss. And that is what's happening in the world now. First of all, millions have died already, needlessly. Needlessly. This is part of being in the eye of that storm and seeing what's been going on, because truth is being revealed. We are there. And this is why everything is changing. The economy is crashing. People dying. It could be you lose someone dear to you. Or it could be because of how polarized we've been. Hate that person because they didn't get a job. Hate that person because, like, they're white. Hate that person because, well, they're believing the wrong things. They can't be believing on that. You see how crazy that sounds? The world is waking up. So here we have the throat chakra. This is about opening up your voice, speaking up. Whether it's defending a soulmate, speaking for a soulmate that can't, speaking to a soulmate to get across articulately and lovingly. At the end of December, not having that energy of, well, we gotta continue this war that they started. In the eye of the storm, we can see the war they wanted. They divided us, polarized us in so many different ways. And that goal was for control, power. They got all the money they want. Oh, there's wonderful things going on there too, guys. Because as we go through the shift, these oligarchs, they thought they were so clever, but you know what? They're so stupid. And that's not how it's going to unfold. Not the way they thought it was going to. They think they're sitting pretty on their mountains of gold and investments, but that is not the way it's going to unfold. The way it's going to unfold is tremendous. Freedom. We have an economy coming in that, and a system coming in that will save the world. But, you know, the dark is before the light thing. In the eye of the storm, we can see what's going on. And it may be scary. Speak softly, Capricorn. Stay out of trouble. This should be over in 2 or 3 months. The disease. Pardon me. Oh, that was from Spirit. The disease that this world has been suffering. Believe it or not. It makes no matter to me if you do believe it or not. But it's going away. They said it's going to be around for years and years and years. Nope. Wrong again. In the eye of the storm, you can see what's going on. Dark energies here. See how dark the colors look, Capricorn? But this is not a bad thing. birth, it's a bit owie, you know. I hope that helped. Thanks for joining me, and God bless. Hello, Aquarius. Thanks for joining me. So let's move the crystal wand. Amethyst wrapped in copper on a cherry wood stick. I'm going to place it behind this crystal for Aquarius energy to see what you can see. What do you see? Let's move it that way for you guys. Let's get a message for Aquarius for the month of January. I think next time I do my readings, I'll bring that crystal closer to the camera view. The World card. 6 of Earth. The Moon. Two of Fire. Three of Water. Page of Earth. The Hanged Man. Fortune's Wheel. The Chariot. The Star. That's your card, Aquarius. 9 of Water. And the Queen of Air. Well, you're cooking. You're cooking. The end of a cycle. Need I say more? Good riddance 2021. You can go in any direction you want now because everything changes in 2022. And at the moment we are in the eye of the storm. As I said in other readings, other videos, we are in those danger, dark days. Well, there we are. The darkest that's been in human history. We're in the eye of the storm. This is the Great Awakening in the month of January. I do believe en masse. We're seeing it happen already. The explosions of people waking up and saying, hey, WTF? In the eye of the storm, you can see clearly what's going on around you and how it's just been going around and around, rinse and repeat. Let's get everybody fighting. This is the awakening in January where en masse people are waking up and realizing we're in a full-fledged global war. And how is it playing out? Well, usually the way it plays out is they get us killing each other. So you could see how that unfolded over the last, couple of years. You're the bad guy because you didn't get jabbed. Or you're the bad guy because you're white. Or you're the bad guy because you believe in. You believe in that? What are you believing in that for? You're a bad guy. Everybody that was so polarized are now going, wait a second here. This was a trap. That cycle is ending. And you can go in any direction you want, Aquarius. 6 of Earth is about reciprocity, a steady flow of money, or equal give and take between you and another, or others. The Moon, Pisces energy, a revealing of something beautiful. And I have to add the Fortune's Wheel here because being under the 2 of Fire, let's talk about this. What is being revealed? Yes, it's beautiful. Yes, it's exciting. It's also scary because, we have to go through a lot. We have to go through a shifting planet, a shifting universe. We watched Jupiter shift last week on the satellites. But there is that revealing that is taking place of the old. These doofuses being revealed for what they are. and realizing this world is changing. So instead of running around in a circle, like a chicken without his head, the sky is falling. Oh, that's going to happen too, by the way. They're probably going to pull that. The sky is falling, and UFO invasion, whatever it takes to keep people scared. But people are waking up. People are walking away from that old world. It's ending. But now the suffering begins. Now the pickup, the cleanup, the helping, the healing, those that were injured. People, I'm telling you, they're waking up en masse. They're realizing we've been at war all this time. Here's how exhausted you are. You're pooped. And, oh my gosh, we have to go through that again. We're only in the eye. That means the back winds are coming. Here is your guides, your guardians, your ET friends, your angels. With, I guess the hermit loaned them the lamp. Exhausted you are. Well, we'll get you through that last jump. At least you made the effort, Aquarius. At least you made the choices of where you want to be as a human being, whether you want to be a good one or a bad one. So you get on my back, and I'll jump that cliff for you. Cross that finish line. Good decision making. And I put it together with this because to show you we're in the shift. You see? There we are. Spinning around in the eye. About to enter the back phase. But what's beyond this? Look at the stars. Friends. High places. Different dimensional energies. But anyway, back to the first week of January. We have a celebration. You're tired. A revealing that is beautiful. Reciprocity with someone. Maybe a loved one, a partner. Maybe it's exhausting. I mean, Christmas was exhausting. It's all exhausting. This whole change is exhausting. But we have reason for celebration here. And we see you celebrating the end of that cycle. Like, thank God that's over. The page of earth underneath the six of earth. So reciprocity, you have a gift coming or an offer coming. Maybe a child with a peace offering if you're dealing with children. This could be a new idea. One worth celebrating. I have this fantastic idea, and not only is it a fantastic idea, it's something that we can apply. We can do with it. We can do this. There's the seed. Okay, so I'll sit on the egg or hang on it. This is the pause card. This is the enlightenment card. This is about a rest period. You probably need it after that. A rest period. As things unfold, because we are going through that apocalypse, that revealing. As things unfold. All you have to do there, Aquarius, is sit tight and just let it happen. There's nothing you need to do anymore. There's nothing more you can do. We're there. We're at the shift. We're coming into a new, different world. There's nothing more you can do to change anyone's mind. Don't bring ideology to a woo fight. So who's right, who's wrong, who's telling the truth doesn't matter. Pause in the center of the storm. Get yourself those, get perched really good. Here it comes. And you're racing to victory. And you have help. This card lately has meant about star beings, about reaching the stars, about the veil lifting and seeing the glory of power. Power that we hold. We have wish fulfillment. And you're standing in your power here at the end of January, Aquarius. And look at the wisdom you've gained from that old cycle. The wisdom you gained. knowing what you want and what you don't want in this new reality that you are shaping for yourself. Let's have a look. What is this story all about, Spirit? What is the message? Clarify, please. What does this all mean? Sacral chakra, that is the willpower, the inner will to walk through that portal, to quantum leap out of that old crap we've been forced to. They've been choking down our throat for thousands of years. People are more and more are waking up, realizing their power. And you definitely have the will to end that and move forward. Temptation? Well, maybe to take more than you've been giving. Or to give more than you've been taking. The moon is being clarified by the throat chakra. So something will be revealed through a conversation. The throat chakra is, the focus being on the throat chakra is, it wouldn't help for you, it wouldn't hurt at all, Aquarius, to take your fingers and rub them along your throat, gently caressing your throat with your fingers, with that intention that conversations will be spoken in love, with love, even the hard conversations. But because it's with the moon, this is a revealing of something beautiful that's going to be said. There's the star card, and look at that. You, Aquarius, are the star. So precious to our star family, to the universe. Universe does favor humans. That you are on this back of this giraffe, taking you over what you are afraid to go to. You've come this far. You made your choices. You made your decisions. You are the star that is being protected, being carried, being helped. Celebrate, celebrate. Intuition. This is the High Priestess. So this celebration or reunion, whatever this is, it's coming to you. It's coming to you. You're sitting in a place of power, understanding, deep understanding. Being able to look at the good and the bad without judging. Recognition and reward. Isn't that sweet? Recognition and reward. So you may be recognizing a young person, rewarding them. This could be the seed that's planted, that is growing, of what you will become. Recognized for your gifts, your talents, your abilities. 2022, Aquarius, is initiation. Perhaps you've been an apprentice all this time, ready to become the master of your own destiny. The Magician. It's about illusions and delusions. Here we are in pause. This stands to reason with the fortune's wheel, the universe, the eye of the storm that we're in. We can see clearly what's going on around us. We can see past the deceptions and the illusions, to realize that we are the master of our own future. You're in pause to see all of this, the glimpse into the future, your future. Balance. Oh my. You know what? When you go through the back end of this storm, Aquarius, you'll be fine. You're not going to lose your balance. You're not going to land on your arse or your head. There's going to be balance, justice, truth, fairness in this new Oh yeah. Well, this too, going in the back end, Aquarius, with justice coming in, you are going to be witness of a lot of bad people who have held the chains on our freedom, on our prosperity, fall away like ashes because there was no substance to it. This new system is coming in. The shift is happening. They're going to try to scare you. You know, the world is ending. The sky is falling. It's not anything you haven't heard before or that we've been through before. But we are right at that moment of stepping over. We've already won. We've never gotten this far in the past. We've been here many, many times before. Rise and falls of empires. So their empire is finally falling. And this new system is coming into view. Where's that moon card? And look at you, from dark to light, racing in victory, truth, liberty, freedom. This is going to be in the last week of June or January. Now we've got, you know, the first 10 days and this last 10 days. So the last 10 days, you're going to see through illusions. You're going to see justice unfold before your eyes. Karma, right, real-time karma. Triumph, success, victory, racing towards you. Sacrifice. Now, this is the same as the Hanged Man. The only thing I see you sacrificing here, Aquarius, is the old world in order to reach the stars, in order to enter sci-fi world, which, by the way, we are entering sci-fi world. Wish fulfillment, clarified with new beginnings. Need I say more? This is also the Fool card, taking a leap of faith and landing square on your feet. Again, you're showing a lot of balance here. And not only wish fulfillment, this is vision, being able to see clearly, watching things unfold with clarity. Instant karma happening all around you. Financial and material changes. Your gifts are going to be needed in this new world. I suspect in the next couple of months, all of us are going to be rethinking how things are being done. And your talents, your gifts are going to be needed. Financial and material changes. Big changes. I hope that helped, Aquarius. Thanks again for joining me. God bless you. Bye for now. Hello, Pisces. Thanks for joining me. And let's move the wand for Pisces sight into the crystal ball. And tell me what you see, if you see anything, in the comments below. Let's have it just about like that. How's that? I move it for every sign. So let's get a message. Oh, cut it just once. I shuffled all this before. What is the message for Pisces in the month of January? What is the message in the month of January for Pisces? We have the Patience card. This is the same as Temperance. 7 of air. 5 of air. Call, the call. The Hierophant. Queen of air. 2 of fire. 5 of earth. 8 of air, Ace of earth, King of air, and Ace of fire. So let's start. Temperance, patience, the obvious. But we've got some deception, arguments in the beginning of January. Maybe it's an argument of finances, frustration, deception, delusions. Could be gossip going on. Here we see you balancing, but there's these distractions. It's not even worth looking. Just keep going, Pisces. You're perfectly balanced. They're trying to make you fall. You're going to have to make a judgment call. Do I move forward or do I wallow in this problem, this issue, this gossip, this whatever this illusion, delusion, deception is? And you know, this could be the world stage. I mean, people are waking up en masse, realizing that we're in a state of shifting. The universe is shifting, the earth is shifting, sun's shifting. We saw Jupiter shift last week in the satellite. It was quite cool. So in the eye of the storm, we are. I mean, in previous videos, I talked about the danger days, the dark days. We're there. We're there. We're there. We're there. But we're in the eye of the storm, which means we can see what's going on. This is why everyone's waking up en masse. See clearly what's going on. What's been spinning around us for centuries, for thousands of years. Like, now I can see what you guys been doing. Deceptions, illusions. It could be, you know, on the world stage, like how they got us it was so polarized and fighting each other. Like, if you didn't get the jab, you're my enemy. Well, you're my enemy because you're white. Or you're my enemy because you believe in that. That's wrong. You're going to hell. Do not bring ideology to a woo fight, a woo battle. Cliff High said that, and I think it's so true. The Hierophant, that's about ideology. So, okay, Pisces, you've done all you can to make others see, or one other see. You've done all that you can to make them see your way, what you believe in, what your boundaries are, how you want to live your life. Pisces live on a deeper level than all the other signs. They dive deep. Thus the Hierophant. Taurus energy, Sagittarius energy with the patience. But I think what this is showing, Pisces, is your patience for others that have other ideologies. The acceptance. Not bringing that ideology to a woo battle. Saying, this is who I am. This is me on a deeper level. I don't expect you to be that way or to even understand. But do unto others, right? You can't push your ideology onto them. You don't want it pushed on you. So there we see you being patient. Making a judgment call. I don't want to live in that illusion. It doesn't need to be a big show or a big theater about it. Just going deeper. Reaching that higher power that's more meaningful to you. All the wisdom that you've gained from all this gossip going around and deceptions, illusions, the wisdom that you have gained in order to choose wisely the path you want to walk. Because at this moment in human history, in the history of the world, we've never gotten this far. We already won. And everything is starting to change. And it's coming into view. This wisdom that you've gained, 2021 sucked. We all agree on that. And you're exhausted. But look at your spirit guides. This is not your savior. This is your help. You're exhausted. You've made good decisions. Good decisions. So the Hermit lent this giraffe his light, his lantern. You're being carried that last mile. So it's like you've done everything that you can, Pisces, to convince someone or others that things are changing, that this is the way you want to be, this is who you are. And you're exhausted because rejection. This is about rejection, regrets. But the light is coming in here, Pisces. Look, to show you your value, the choices you've made, this value that is waiting here for you, your value. The 5 is about radical changes, but it is short energy, short-term energy. You're about to realize your worth. Being carried to that glory field. You know that, oh God, that sounds like battles. It's not the kind of battles we're fighting, guys. The battles we're fighting are by raising the vibration of this earth, not by going out and killing each other. That's their thing. And they're losing, like they're panicking, and they're pulling out all the stops to scare us. You know, the UFO invasion's supposed to be coming soon too. But it's all staged to keep us in fear. 8 of Airs, feeling stuck because of this. Because of this. But you're going to unstuck yourself, Pisces. Look at this new beginning. Ace of Earth. This is entering into, you're in the eye of the storm. You can see what's going on now. So you're going to enter in that backfield of winds to get to the other side. This is your beginning. And this has to do with money as well. The beginning of a new business, perhaps. A new career. This is non-emotional. Perhaps you're putting away your emotions in order to navigate through what we're going through. This shows like a new beginning that you can be passionate about. We've got 2 aces here. That's a new career. Your gifts being utilized. Or passion with someone who you thought didn't have any feelings for you. Because they always come across as cold. Or this could be someone who's professional. Who gives you really, really good advice and say, Pisces, you got to invest. No, you don't got to do nothing. But Pisces, here's a tip. There's a good return on investment in this area. What do you think? And I get passionate about it. Yeah, I could sink my teeth into that. But let's get clarifiers. What is this all about? What does this all mean for Pisces? What is all these cards? All this, what does this mean? What does this mean? I'll take that. This has come up, I swear, for every sign. The universe. Shifting. In the eye of the storm. Calm. New beginnings. This is also Fortune's wheel. Coming into that new patience. Because what's coming to you is much more prosperous than what you came from. Out of 2021, shifting right out of it. Being patient. Waiting to get through this dark period we're in. Waiting for that dust to settle so we can rebuild. Because everything is changing, Pisces. Our economy, the way we deal with money, even the way we look at money is changing. And even after years of watching this unfold, I noticed I'm still having a hard time grasping how this works. Like the cryptos and the new finance system. And I'm getting it. Even after years of studying it, it's getting easier. But it's the mindset of money that's changing. that store of value is, it's all changing. Huge shift in wealth. And I'm not talking about Nasera Jacera, because they don't even scratch the surface of what this is. It's big. It's fantastic. We just have to get to the other side of this. Meanwhile, you know, they want to start up wars, probably have an alien invasion. It'll all be staged because they want us to be enemies with all the races out there too. Triumph. You are going to triumph over anything that was said about you. It's gossip. You are going to triumph over deception. You are going to triumph over the veil. You are going to see it all. You are going to have victory. You are going to keep your balance because you're chill. You are chill. This is also the Temperance card. So you can see she's got that seed that's growing into full bloom. Patience. So perhaps you're needing to be patient with those around you that keep distracting you from, you know, your focus. You know, ADHD moments. You've got focus, you've got vision, you know where you're going, and you're having to be patient with these people who are making demands on you. Like, what about this, Pisces? What's your answer to that? When really, you don't, you're chill. Solar plexus. Judgment call. This is about I can. The solar plexus. I can. Making a judgment call. I can answer to the call. And maybe the call is to sit tight. Make a judgment call where you want your life to go. Because look at this. Your destiny is unfolding at higher levels. Higher levels. Now, this is a bit deceptive, this card, so let me explain it, because it says moving on. Well, yes. You're making choices on the wisdom you've gained from the past, the revealings, the apocalypses, the revealing. And he's holding a timepiece. But he's also looking out into where there is timeless. A calm state of being. Passion ignited. Well, I guess after a night of passion, you do need a rest, and your guardians are carrying you through. But this is the Ace of Wands. This is this new beginning. This is this new beginning, that's something you can really sink your teeth into, be passionate about. Of course, it could be about sex, naturally. Making all the right decisions, making the right judgment calls, and this calm peace moving towards your destiny. It's like you're coming up on the back end of that storm, you know, after we've gone through the eye. The back end of that storm is coming for us in, you know, January, February, maybe into March. And then we're going to have to start to pick up pieces, heal the earth, heal our loved ones. Passionate about it. Rest up. Some of you honestly are tired, and there is a reason for that. You know, I've heard a lot of people say, where's my energy? You're put into a place of rest here, right at the heart of your reading, because your passions are being ignited, refueled. You're resting. You're refueling. Your spirit guides are taking you over the worst part, so you don't have to try to keep your balance through that shift. Scary, I know, guys. but absolutely wonderful. Just survive. Just survive. They're pulling out all those stops to make us, oh, they'd love us all dead. The best thing to do is to be calm. No stupid presence. Don't go out there blazing swords. Foundation and achievements. This is that time ending. That time of feeling low self-esteem. Feeling valueless, worthless. Feeling like, well, I don't get it because I guess I don't deserve it. That's ending. That's ending. Foundations and achievements. You're going to be ignited to build by the middle of January. Victory and success. Breaking those chains. Breaking out of that prison. That is about being stuck in prison. One you can break out of. And boy, do you break out of it. Victory and success. Well, like all wars, there's always emotional loss. Emotional withdrawal. Being grateful that we're still alive. That we made it through the storm. That we have a new beginning. This doesn't feel bad or sad. But sad, yes. Grateful. Withdrawn. Giving thanks. Surviving what we've been going through. If you're listening to this reading, you've survived up to now, and that's worthy of gratitude. And taking deep breaths, meditating, juicing up for the big new beginning, refueling, letting spirit now do the work. You did your part. And there's nothing more you can do. You've maybe tried to convince people to your belief system. Or maybe you've tried to wake people up. Whereas, hey, did you know we're at war? Or, hey, do you know they've just got us fighting among each other and we need to stop? You've done all you can. People are going to be, they've made their choices. All you can do now, what this is saying, Pisces, is to relax. Look at the light. Shining on truth, good advice, wisdom. We have both the King and the Queen of Swords. So I think in January, Pisces, you are going to come into communication with someone that, like mind thinking. Hey, we could do this. I got $10. How can we turn it into $1 million? This is a new cycle because traditionally the tarot shows a baby on a white horse just bathed in the sunlight. And it's about joy and happiness. This is good advice, good messages, logical thinking, unemotional. It's all like business. This could be a professional person. Maybe you're going to get fixed, medically. Maybe it's a doctor. Maybe it's just you taking on this energy, but with the King and the Queen. Because I saw the Queen here somewhere. Where is she? There she is. These two are a powerhouse. They don't let the emotions get in the way. They've got a job to do. They got to focus. They got a goal. And they've got the path and the plan and the blueprints. And it's going to be a wonderful building cycle for you and this partner. Oh, you have to love this. Material and spiritual prosperity. So at the end of the month, when it may all seem like doom and gloom, there is that passionate, you start to get passionate about this new beginning. You start to see what's at, you saw it in the eye of the storm. Now you get to, we'll see in February what you get to do. We'll see in February. But there's sight of the material. You gain materially and you gain spiritually at the end of the month. There is help for you, Pisces. And it comes from the least expected places, usually. I hope that helped you. Thanks for joining me, and God bless you. Hello, Taurus. So let's have a look at the month of January. Okay. We have the Ten of Air, which is the same as the Ten of Swords. We have the Ace of Earth, which is the same as the Ace of Pentacles. The Magician. And Five of Air. She's balancing on a tight wire. We have the World card. End of a cycle. I would say that'd be January or New Year's Eve. End of a cycle. Justice. Ten of Air. That would be the same as the Ten of Wands. Ten of Fire. Beg your pardon. I don't know why I said air. Obviously it's fire. We have the Hanged Man. Pisces energy. We have Libra energy, Virgo energy, Gemini energy, Strength, Leo energy, Ace of Air, also the Ace of Swords, also known as Patience, also known as Temperance. And the Queen of Air. Air signs. Sagittarius energy here too. So a mixed bag. We start off your month with that feeling like the worst is over. Like, yeah, like the worst is over. Almost like a relief. Followed by Ace of Earth. Your thoughts are on new beginnings. Well, everybody's thoughts are on new beginnings. It's the first of the year. It's the first month of the year. But new beginnings that will enrich your life. It is a pentacle sign. Rules over money. Magician. This is about illusions, or in this case, I would say, Taurus, dreaming. Thoughts, how can I make this happen? I have a good idea that could make me money here. That type of energy. But oh, I'd have to be walking a tight wire to achieve it. And look at all these things fluttering around me to distract my attention and my focus. The cycle has ended. There's nothing more you can learn from this. This is old stuff. Distractions that have been distracting you before. You recognize them. That's ending. You know what's fair. You want a balanced life. You are literally burning up the past, burning bridges. We're in a time, the darkest time of human history, but it doesn't have to be. And I think that's the beauty about humanity, how we move. Even though we've been polarized, I can no longer tolerate your presence because, you didn't get the jab or you got the jab, or I can no longer tolerate your presence because you're the wrong color, this is this is more than that, Taurus. This is about coming past that. Burning ideologies. Why did I ever think that person was less important than me? You're not going to be a kiss bummer or anything. Or maybe you decide, I don't want that person in my life for good reason. And in other ways, it's people. We're in the Aquarian age, Taurus. Therefore, you want your space, your safe space. That's Aquarian energy, where magic happens. Healing and transformation. And you've been put on pause. Spirit wants you to see something or understand something. Now, this is not a punishment. This is just maybe you decided with your own spirit, said, you know what? I think I'll ponder a while, do some meditations. There's a lot of people out there reacting to things that are not even something you want to comprehend or even be around. This is self-assessment. Who are you? What is the life you want? And it's all about peace and love, Taurus. You well know. Here's where Taurian strength comes to the surface in the last week or 10 days of January. That meditation paid off. I could really simplify it. You're looking back on the past year. You're looking at on the bills that you just, now you've got bills because of Christmas and holy smokes, I got to watch a tight wire. And then this is the reconciling with self. This is what I need to do. Even if it's stepping back. And I don't see the hangman here, but that might as well be the hangman. The hermit. Because who wants to hang? Unless you're morbid and you like to watch people hang. Oh, that was morbid. Away, energy, away. Focus on the crystal. Strength. So here's the strength that you have in the month of January that's going to show. This January is an amazing, changing time. Here's the strength you're showing. This Ace of Swords, it's about freedom, liberty, knowledge, truth, finding your truth. That justice is about understanding everybody's got their own truth. Where they want to be, who they want around. And not a cult. Not a cult. I think this is the realization that everyone's going through. Ideologies become cults. And this is about the Aquarian age, being individual for who you are, following no one. Being who you are. Being not proud. Well, maybe a little proud, but why not proud in a good way? Of who you are. And that's okay if other people are other ways. You found this freedom and liberty. You are going to have to be patient, Taurus, with other people. You are really going to have to be patient. There is nothing, it's like I said to my son, there's nothing more that you can say, because he was having a hard time with people who don't understand. But we are now in a time, we're past that. There is nothing more that you can teach anyone else or think you're teaching or showing them the way. Allow them to take their way. Whether it's away from your life or towards your life, which means you'll have to make decisions about self. And Taurus can be pretty stubborn when it comes to what, well, if you're going to be around me, it's going to have to be this way. Those are decisions you have to make, what you can tolerate. Because the last thing we want, especially now, moving into this Aquarian age, and that's where Aquarian energy is helping all of us to separate our individuality instead of projecting it onto other people. And then we have the Queen of Air. This is you with the wisdom. Sorry for the glare. The wisdom to know the difference of what you can change and what you can't change. So the Queen of Air is the Queen of Swords, is primarily some cleaning house. Is probably the nicest way to put it. Cleaning house. So let's see with clarifiers what is going on in the month of January for our Taurian friends. Light. Well, you're starting off this new year. Lovely. The sun. This is about joy, optimism of, traditionally it's a little child on a horse. And of course, the sun. He's lit up like the sun is around him. And like a brilliance. So, joy, happiness, the optimism for the future that you're going to grow into. Friendships and alliances. Perhaps you've already formed these alliances and these friends, knowing you're going into the future, because this is the Ace of Earth, after all. Going into the future lucratively. Looking forward to more monetary gains by smart thinking or wise thinking. Now, bringing it to light, bringing it to manifestation. You will have victory. Some of you are already there. Now, what's this walking a tight wire? Spiritual strength. Taurus, you're walking this tight wire like a pro. Like an orchestrated, beautiful dance. Oh. For real, Taurus. I figured I lost a few subscribers over the Aries reading because, it was a tough reading, but, I was going to lose subscribers. I might gain on this one. Destiny in the world. The Alpha and Omega. The beginning and the ending. Hope. Hope for that better world. Hope for a better world. Now, if we want to go a little bit down a woo rabbit hole, we're coming into sci-fi world. So for some of you who understand, or none of us understand the ET UFO stuff going on. None of us understand it. Because we're still dealing with a bunch of hypocrites and controlling the world. But that is changing. And there is help from above. For some of you, it's ETs. For some of you, it's angels. But on the earthly level, you are the star, the hope that by what you do, your actions creates a star, a beautiful star, a beautiful future, a beautiful destiny. So, oh, Taurus is horny, or getting in touch with that. Or maybe you burned so many bridges that you burned the wrong one, and now you're sexually frustrated. I'm just kidding. This could easily be the opposite. The base chakra is about sensuality, sexuality. The base chakra. Ten of Fire, of course, is burning the past, leaving it behind. So maybe this is a new lover. Or reconciliation. Letting go of the beefs and concerns with your partner if you're partnered. The sacral chakra. Boy, you got it going here. The Hangman and the sacral chakra. I will. Boy, you're showing a lot of willpower. Fertility. So I think it's safe to say that a lot of you Taurians are going to be sexually active. This can also be the obvious, Taurus, that at this time in January, some of you could be dealing with fertility issues or becoming with child. If you end up becoming that way, it's going to be a strong little soul you're bringing into the earth. But fertility overall is the Empress, and it is about bringing something new into the world. This is like the earth goddess. So you're birthing something new, which is your destiny. One that you know will bring you joy. Moving on. This is really about peaceful waters, moving towards like a calmer state, being able to enjoy this flurry of leaves falling, getting back in touch with that spiritual, see, he's looking towards the sky, that spiritual calm. This feels, Taurus, like the bird's eye view. Birthing something new, having a bird's eye view of the outcome, because after all, didn't we see the Magician? Yes, we did, up here. Solitude. That is the Hermit card. Well, you need solitude, Taurus, if you're connecting on a spiritual level here. Boy, are you connecting. Wow. Like, seriously? That's lovely. So, we're going to say this is the last 10 days or week of January. We're not going to say it's what it is. New beginnings. Look at that. What a finish. What a finish. This is also the Fool. But then again, what do we know when we begin something new? Taking steps towards knowledge. Though in this case, New Beginnings, or the Fool card, he doesn't take steps. He just takes that one great big leap into, like the quantum jump into the next dimension or the next world that we're moving into. There's no doubt about it. But the wonderful thing about this faith is that he lands on his feet solid. Some of you will hit the ground running. And that's what your January looks like on your journey home. Thanks for joining me. God bless. Hello, Gemini. Thanks for joining me. Let's have a message for you. We have a message. What is the message for Gemini? What is the message, Spirit, for Gemini? Do we want that one? Apparently so. It is the Two of Water. The two fish. That's a Pisces thing. Swimming in different directions. Soulmates. This is the soulmate card. So, not that you're all swimming in different directions. Well, in this world, we certainly are at this time. But this is the soulmate card. Opposites attract or complement. Seven of Earth. Seven of Earth. All Earth sign cards are Pentacles. Nine of Fire. The Sun. The Page of Water. Seven of Fire. Ten of Fire. The Four of Fire. Messenger of Earth. The King of Water. Love. And the King of Fire. So some of you are pining, waiting patiently for your soulmate, working hard to find that harmony in your life, planted the seeds, waiting for them to bloom. There's flowers there, but I can't wait for the fruit. Nine of Fire. This is about protecting yourself, keeping yourself pure. And we have the Sun. So we go into January feeling good, Gemini, about our lives. Some things could be better. I wouldn't have to be waiting for, my ships to come in. The Page of Water is about psychic connections with this soulmate. Whether you know them yet or not, there is a connection to a soulmate. Soulmates don't necessarily have to be lovers. They could be friends, family. This is also about creating new beginnings. Your first try at waving the wand of manifesting a life around you that you want. New to you. It's new to you. So you're taking young steps into this new knowledge, ability. Seven of Fire. You're standing your ground. You're patient. You're going to stand your ground. You're going to wait patiently with perseverance and this inner knowing, like, I know I'm right. I know I'm right in my decision. This is my castle. This is my rock. The Ten of Fire is about letting go of the past. One by one. You've been through it all through 2021. So we're coming into, after the first week, after the first 10 days, you're laying down burdens. You're letting go one by one. It was a process through the whole 2021, and probably 2022. Now we're in 2022. But I meant 2020. Back in 2020. Got a lot of twos in your readings here now. Saying two a lot. Four of Fire is the same as the Four of Wands. I like the way this card is perceived for us now that we're moving into sci-fi world. The world is changing. Traditionally, it's a marriage platform. 4 posts, like signifying the 4 pillars, the foundations. But right now, coming into the Aquarian age, ideology is not where it's at. And I mean that on a spiritual sense. Humanity is going through changes, awakening, learning, remembering, realizing, growing. So this feels to me like being connected. Fire can also mean about partnerships, obviously. Could mean twin flame. We don't see a twin flame here. We see lanterns, all kinds of lights, all kinds of soulmates. And what a beautiful card. You're playing your own tune. January. Appreciating your past and all you've been through. Having the ability to forgive. Not necessarily you'll let them back in your life, but to not hate. This is about love. Commitment. Yes, this could be about... When I was first shuffling your cards, Gemini, before we started recording, I couldn't... It came to me while I was shuffling. I was like, aha, Gemini's thinking a lot. There is an energy of focus here. Like focus on a goal. And taking the steps. Using your wand. Well, your spiritual wand. I'm not saying go out and get a wand. Your spiritual wand. Your arms, Maybe some of you dance. So now we come into the Messenger of Earth. This is a very independent, slow-moving card. Getting the steps right. Being thoughtful about every choice and decision you make. This also indicates someone is coming towards you. And the love they feel for you is very, very deep. Let's not get hung up on gender. And here is your card. This is the Gemini card. And maybe fitting for you for January of 2021 here, because it reflects on like the card of strength. This is about trusting divine timing, feeling safe. Maybe just feeling safe. It's the Lover's card. Loving life. Because you are partnered, you are connected. These are the 2 pillars. Your soulmate for real. Possibly many lifetimes together. Who knows? Maybe you were twins at the birth of the universe. And we have the King of Fire. Enlightenment. See, this is someone who's unexpected, that wants to help. This is a passionate person too, who's very loyal and faithful. So there's illumination here on love. This slow progress of love unfolding in January. Yeah. Clarify this for Gemini, please. Movement, choices, and decisions. Movement, choices, and decisions on the soulmate card. 2 twos. We have 2 twos. More twos. 2 significant. This feels like that inner reflection on who you're most comfortable around. Your tribe. For some of you, yes, this could be about making decisions or movements towards, or making a choice to not. These decision times on whether to move forward in this direction, that direction, with a lover or a soulmate. I should say, not a lover. It's more than a lover. It's a soulmate. But it could be your best friend, a family member. Positive movement forward. Well, looks like you made a good decision. Positive movement forward. And that's why you're so patient. That's why you're so patient in this particular area that Spirit wants you to see. That you see that movement forward, even though it is so slow. Then you're at a point now, I think, Gemini, that you're looking back and saying, well, don't look back too long, because that's just depressing. But this point where you reflect, okay, we're starting a new cycle. It's January. Reflecting and saying, I'm here already. Or, boy, things are really going fast. Boy, things are really moving fast. And I just need to be patient and wait for the dust to settle. Transformation. Oh my goodness, you're going to bust out of your egg, Gemini. That's the death card. And that's the birth card. The sun, joy. Well, technically, the Empress is the birth card, but seriously, that spiritual journey of yours, you're busting out of your egg into something that transforms it into the star. Well, this our star. Your star. Mental conflict. Am I doing it right? Should I maybe slow down waving the wand? Should I go left or right? Am I doing it right? Am I making the right decisions? Clarifying the 7 of Fire is the Patience card. This is traditionally Temperance, Sagittarius energy. I've always felt Sagittarius energy in this card. But here, look, what was planted, and it's well depicted here for your reading. What was planted comes to bloom. You've been patient. You've stood your ground. And now you don't have to worry. Oh, okay, well, maybe you do. Emotional loss. damn cataracts. Emotional loss. That is the same traditionally as the Five of Pentacles. Yeah. I think so. Okay. Laying down your burdens. Letting go of the past. Understanding the past, but honoring the past. Because looking in the past, really, it's depressing. But, you know, we can for a minute to be grateful for, in fact, that little minute you took, you realized how far you came. And it's mind-boggling how fast everything is happening. So here we have partnership, we have marriage, we have true love. This is the Lover's card. This was meant to be. You're spiritually being guided to each other. Victory and success. Oh yeah, you knew the long road was gonna pay off big. Or you know the long road is going to pay off big. We are talking about coming into the last week to 10 days of January. The decisions you're making now, you know, you're choosing. I'm going to do it right this time, whatever that may be. Emotional withdrawal. Some of you feel separated from loved ones, a loved one, or this person that loves you. This indicates someone who deeply loves you, whether that's family, friend, or a lover. They're feeling withdrawn. So it may be, if they seem withdrawn to you, Gemini, it may just be that, not to worry, they love you. If they seem withdrawn, it's probably however they're dealing with the energies that we're all going through. Firm foundation. A firm foundation. Oh, Gemini, this is so magical. And the Authority, which is the same as the Emperor. Not only was this person unexpected, and they're loyal and they're faithful, but they'll build kingdoms with you, and they will fight for you. Not, I mean, you know, like they'd fight a war for you to keep you. They want to grow a kingdom. Let's not get hung up on gender. It's the energy, guys. I hope that was somewhat enlightening or resonated for you in some way, Gemini. Thanks for joining me. God bless. Hello, Cancer. Thank you for joining me. Let's have a look at January. Where is Cancer standing at in January? What message do we have for Cancer? It's weird when the cards do act this way. It really is. Bear with me, Cancer. I did pre-shuffle, but usually Spirit, or the cards speak by now. I was starting to get a little embarrassed there. Your first card up is Strength. Ace of Air. The Sun card. And the Eight of Earth. Wow, you're off to a roaring good start in January. Ace of Earth. Two aces. The Hierophant. King of Air. The Page of Water. The Queen of Earth. 7 of Fire. Messenger of Water. 7 of Water. Well, you start strong. Someone's going to confess love to you or want to sweep you off your feet, and it's going to confuse you at the end of the month. But let's start at the beginning. Leo energy here. Strength card. So you start out strong. Ace of Air is about freedom, liberty, truth. The bird's eye view, or in this case, the horse's view. The Sun card is about joy, happiness. And this is the master craftsman or the master violinist, the master player. What you do, Cancer, you do well. Ace of Earth, also Pentacles, is about new beginnings. You're thinking about money, new project, new idea you may want to implement. Coming into the second week of January, the Hierophant, something meaningful. So you want it to be as meaningful as what you do here well. So you want to do it well. Something meaningful, something lucrative. This new beginning, something new, but something you just maybe instinctually know. A deeper purpose. Yeah, a deeper purpose. King of Air. This is about logic, professionalism. Perhaps you're dealing with an air sign. Or someone that you may come across as just, all business or all practical and not a lot of emotion. He also looks like the dude on the Game of Thrones. So it may come across as, oh, you cold, heartless person, but it's not that they're cold and heartless. They're practical, pragmatic, perhaps. Page of Water is about creating. This could be you taking on this energy, Cancer. Trying to disconnect from emotions because, hey, I'm busy. I'm working here. I'm creating something new. This is also about psychic connections, making psychic connections, and creating on a level of, okay, this is something I want to go into, and I'm unsure of myself because, baby steps, because I've never done this before. Or at least not this way. So here we have you nurturing. The Queen of Earth, same as the Queen of Pentacles. She's very nurturing. Nurturing of her family, nurturing of herself. It's also about looking to the future and in the eye for retirement, how she will be comfortable. It's not about gender, guys. It's just the energies. One being more masculine and one being more feminine. 7 of Fire. Standing your ground. This is my rock. I built it. I mastered it. I'm at the top of my game. And then someone blows you for a loop and whispers in your ear, I have feelings for you. Now, even if this wasn't about a possible partner coming in and sweeping you off your feet, this whisper in your ear is going to sweep you off your feet. Whether it's an idea or an opening into something you love, or a person who comes up to you and literally sweeps you off your feet. whatever this news is, messenger. It will sweep you off your feet. A little bit confusing. You're going to have to make some choices. Am I going to take the road this year in 2021 of money? Am I going to, is my goal getting a home? Is my goal being self-sufficient? Is my goal finding the perfect partner? Or do I have time to do this because I'm building this life, and do I have time to be distracted? But if it's the right one, I want to be distracted. Let's clarify this. I should have taken that card. Show me, Spirit. Clarify this reading. Well, we have love beginning. This is the same as the Ace of Cups. This is either the birth of love that is going to be very strong, or the rebirth of an existing one. Ace of Water. The waiting game. So if this is about, the Ace of Swords is about truth, freedom, that bird's eye view, being able to see with clarity and speak with clarity. Could be that you made a decision about something, you put it out there, and now you just have to wait for if there's going to be any reciprocity. Passion ignited. Wow. So you're going to go into super sun or something? Blast off? This is the same as the Ace of Wands, by the way. So you're going to blast off into bright passion. Is it something that you really love? A business, work, a lover? Awareness. Now this would be Virgo energy. It's the Hermit. This is where you go within. They've got it right at the top of his head. But he's really left brain. In truth, he's left brain. He does the sorting. That lantern that he usually carries in the traditional tarot, that came from the right side of the brain. And who rules the right side is the Emperor and Empress, but they give the Hermit the light, and he goes off into the world of the left brain to show the way. So this may be you working out a curriculum of how to teach what you've mastered. In January, the Hermit, of course, is about solitude as well. So maybe you just want to get along with someone you really love. Teach them a few moves. Catherine, that's not nice. Emotional loss. So you are struggling with, at some point, your feelings either got hurt, or maybe you just built up with all this great expectation, and now you have to wait, and it kind of, taking a toll on your self-esteem. Saying, am I even on the right path? But this light is yours, and all you have to do is turn your head. It is there waiting for you. This is a very temporary energy. Very temporary. It's like for a moment. Lasts for a day or two. Because look, we've got the Ace of Earth. Ace of Pentacles. This new beginning. And it's pulling you. But there is a moment. It could be someone said something the wrong way, or you felt, who knows? A sense of betrayal. Bad joke. Or, wait a minute. Someone said I was too big for my britches. But everything you did here, or are doing here, is part of your path. We have, again, solitude. Oh, I'm sorry, Cancer. It only changes its message slightly. You could hold on to the message I just told you. It only changes it slightly. If anything, this is helping to confirm it. Awareness is the magician. Creating. I created this. I am the master of this. I've got the patent on this. Or maybe you're feeling too, Cancer, I've got the dibs on this person. Which might be a little too tight. Maybe they said, give me some space, will ya? And that broke your heart. But there's still new beginnings here. Like I said, this is temporary. Something more meaningful. Also, too, because we are in the Aquarian age. The Hierophant is the same as the High Priest, or, you know, yeah, High Priest. Both these are Virgo energy. We've also see Capricorn, air signs, Pisces. Okay. Ideology. Really taking stock in what it is you believe and what it is you don't believe. And now that we are in the Aquarian age, you cannot bring ideology into a woo fight. We are in woo world now. The world is shifting. The universe is shifting. Jupiter shifted, I don't know, a week ago. Was caught on a satellite. It was really neat. So perhaps it's time, or you go into, we're at second week here. Going into solitude. Having second thoughts about, wait a minute. So I was right about that with the magician. That light was shining on the right part of his head. With the with the hermit, it's left brain. Which is ideology. Trying to figure out, how does this woo stuff coming in from outer space, now that we're moving into sci-fi world and the whole world is changing and I have no idea what the heck is going on because everyone's going crazy. What is truth? And what is my truth? And is my truth infringing on other people's truths? Like my way or the highway? You're going to be reflecting on this in, you know, second week of January. Or maybe you did it before. You know, maybe you did it in your first week. Who cares? King of Air. Now this is about me knowing what I'm doing. Victory and success. So this is about being pragmatic, about being logic. Now, if this is the other person that did it with you, you know, or it's some person that you seemingly cold, but just being practical, like, this is not a bad card. They'll give it to you straight. But we are also in the Aquarian age where it's happening to all of us. We're starting to need some space. Some of us are even going it alone and happy to be alone. Not necessarily wanting to be alone, but understanding where our safe space is within ourselves, the space that we need. You know, even if you're living with other people. You know, this is my room, or this is where I go to think and learn. Because you learn when you're alone. Meditations. All right, this person's maybe a little obsessed with business, but we have victory and success here. So if it's you that's taking on those energies, you're thinking things out very, well, you're the master, the CEO of this energy around you. Creating, okay, it's new. I haven't quite done it like that before, or it's new. I haven't done that before, but I think I could kill it. You know, I could really run with it because I'm good, and I'm good at learning, and I'm good at creating. The magician. You realize the harvest you have by taking this on. Even if what you're going to be taking on is woo stuff, Cancer, because this is that psychic connection. Helping that, you know, came down from the heavens and was inspiring, and now you want to create. Can I do it? Yeah, I'm good at it. So we have you nurturing, self-nurturing, nurturing a project, nurturing the home, standing your ground. Speaks for itself. This is my home. Don't you infringe on it. You know, hands off. If you're a stranger, no, you can't just walk in the house. Stand your ground. This could be on personal issues, how you lay out your future. People are not going to be working the same way they did in the past. So a lot of you are creating that new way of bringing in that wealth, claiming what's yours. Intuition. You know why? Because some birdie went and whispered in my ear, because Catherine was talking woo talk about UFOs and ETs and angels and the world shifting and the universe shifting, and somehow I feel like she's onto something. And I need to stand my ground here. Some of you are going to be standing up in building that new structure of how things will be run on Earth. I mean, face it, guys. I think by now everybody knows that the world is at war. And we've got much to look forward to. But, you know, this is the icky part. We do not want it to get kinetic. And this is so unusual in this time in history. Like, we've never in 6,000 years in civilizations being built and falling and built, and we have never been at this point this far. The understanding that we are creators, and we need to rethink ideology because everything changes. It's like when you die, because we're remembering. Humanity is remembering it in ways that we never even thought. You know, wonderful things. But with it, everyone, I think, is aware by now. By the time you get this reading or you hear it, you're aware. We're all at war. But humanity, it's humanity versus Moloch. And there is a war in the heavens as well as the earth. The whole universe is shifting. It is an event. Okay, I found my train of thought. It is like when you die. You die and you leave this vessel and you're like, wow, this is nothing like I thought it was. Supplies. Sacrifice. Strong Pisces energy here. These are both Pisces cards. For the sake of love, sacrificing. Is this you doing this, Cancer? Sacrificing of yourself to save someone else, you know, to help somebody else because you love them dearly and you do anything for them. This can also mean for some of you, someone came and they poured their heart out to you and said, hey, you know, Cancer, I'm in love with you. And blows your mind, sweeps you off your feet, and you go into pause. You need to think about it. I need to think about it. I need to connect to source here, and I'll get back to you. But whether it's love or just the life events, could be both. But the life events definitely, because of the changing world and us being right at the eye of the storm right now. You're seeing very clearly what's going on around you. And taking the time to say, okay, what is it I am willing to give up in order to move forward? And it doesn't have to be a bad sacrifice, because for many of you, it's not going to be a sacrifice at all. It was like all I had to do was be grateful and the doors opened. But let's harken back to that ideology, that needing to be saved. Christ told us we could do what he does, and we will, and more. So he didn't want to be the savior. He said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. It was his way. Do we follow him? Well, if you looked at all his other teachings, he taught us to be independent. He taught us how to love. That really was the key. Those who want to see him again will see him again. Do I believe he ever existed? I do. I absolutely do. Wait till you see what's coming, guys. ETs and UFOs and the whole bit. And then you'll start seeing things, not you, me too. We will start seeing things differently, different ways. And all these things will, just shed off of us of, why did I think you were my enemy when you are my brother? You are me, and I am you. So whatever this is, there's going to be some mental conflict over it. Exactly what is your reality? Exactly what is truth? Exactly what is important? I hope that was of some help to you, Cancer. Thanks for joining me if you made it this far. God bless you. Bye for now. Hello, Leo. We're looking at the month of January. And you can see what that means for you if you are inclined to look at the ball, or the crystal ball. Oh, I pre-shuffled, but we'll do one more. What is ahead for Leo? For the month of January, what is the message Spirit wants to give Leo? Leo is juggling at the first of the year. Maybe looking at those accounts. How much was spent? What needs to be done? This does indicate successfully coming to resolution. Juggling well. But who likes to juggle, really? Ace of Air. This would be the same as the Ace of Swords. Queen of Fire. Five of Fire. Messenger of Air. Leo, you might have some conflict here over shining your light. Inner conflict, outer conflict. Your light is shining. Maybe a little too bright for some. Maybe someone's, you're trying to be careful not to be too confident or careful of others' feelings. Or maybe just trying to convince yourself, Leo, I got what it takes. I don't think so. I think you know. I think you know. That's confidence, that card. It's also about turning heads, attracting attention, and maybe you're conflicted over this. Maybe you don't like or don't want that. I can't help it if my light shines so bright. Where are these people coming from? But you see truth. This is about truth. Freedom. Liberty. So you're juggling, maybe compromising with other people so they're happy. At the same time, not wanting to compromise your own freedom. So that's you in the beginning in January. And here we've got the Hangman. We have the Messenger of Air, the Hanged Man. We have the Nine of Fire. And we have the Tower. Don't panic now. Nine of Water. This is wish fulfillment. The World. The end of a cycle. The Empress. And Seven of Earth. Okay, let's have a gander through the rest of the month. So we've got someone saying something to you, a truth, bringing you a message. Now, this could be a message of truth. This is my truth, and maybe that's why you're conflicted, because you stepped on somebody's truth. Or maybe this is a message of truth coming to you that is an idea of, hey, I've got this idea. What do you think? And you're going to say, I need to think about it. If, on the other hand, this is about stepping on anyone's toes, well, you're rethinking how you need to be around that person. And how do you do that without compromising who you are? So you're putting up some boundaries, being a little bit of, protected, like, do I want to go through this battle? Do I want to, is it worth finishing the fight? In the meantime, I need to do a little bit of healing here because this is defensive energy, licking wounds. Finding a way that you can finish this job or finish this cycle or finish this relationship without a total chaos. Well, wish fulfillment. You find a gem within yourself that is worth hiding, worth keeping. This feels like energy of wanting just to contain the moment for a moment and enjoy it. I win. This cycle is finally over. And on the world scale, which we are all going through, Leo, it's that moment of sigh of relief that now I can birth something new. The earth is birthing something new. The whole world is shifting now. Jupiter shifted last week. The universe is shifting. And all of this fear and propaganda and BS ideologies are being looked at and thinking, don't bring ideology to a woo fight because we're going into sci-fi world. The apocalypse, the revealing. We're going through the revealing now. Right now, guys, we're halfway there. We're in the eye of the storm, and we can see what's going on around us. You can also see that, okay, that's going to be tough, because here comes the backwind. But I know on the other side, I'm birthing something new, a new world, a new life, a new way of being. And I have the patience to do that. I've planted the seeds. I know now who I am. I am connected to a little fairy here. Connected to that understanding, deep soul understanding that surpasses explanation. So even if it's a tower, if there's a tower, it's probably on the world scale. And everybody's going, holy Toledo. But wish fulfillment, ending the cycle, the rebirth of this new year, new way of being. This is like a pivotal year for everyone. Pivotal. We're entering sci-fi world. The Aquarian age. And the Hangman is nothing to be scared of, because in this Aquarian new age, or new energy, Aquarius energy, is causing everyone to not just reflect, but determine their space, because everyone is, have you noticed that? There's a lot of breakups going on because of all the polarizations. Everyone's going to different, well, I can't be around you because you're not jabbed, and I can't be around you because you're a different color, and I can't be around you because you believe that. That's all falling apart. It's all falling away. It's all going away, including the reason for that jab. Going away. That whole narrative, That's the end of the cycle. And wish fulfillment is the end of that tyranny, the end of that chaos. Let's clarify this for Leo. We have patience again. This is the Temperance card. And look at this. It couldn't come at a better time. You've planted seeds that you will see bloom. It was a hell of a ride, though. You're looking back 2021. It was a hell of a ride. But I made it. I'm blooming. Hopefully not a blooming idiot like my mom used to say. Partnerships and alliances being made, were made. Some alliances and partnerships are being cut off. Freeing, tying loose ends or freeing up for what causes you to shine. Material and spiritual. Prosperity. This is that confidence again, Leo, of knowing who you are, knowing what you can do. So what's this oh my goodness. This conflict, whatever this conflict is about this. Perhaps trying to avoid chaos, trying to avoid the tower falling, trying to avoid being uprooted and disrupted. It's exciting as heck, is what I'm saying. Because you already have glimpses of the future. The world is going through that grand awakening. We're not going to be able to get through January, I don't think, without the whole world. I think we're already just, days away from it. Of the whole world awakening and saying, holy crap, we're at war. The whole world is at war. And this was all by design, to get us all fighting among each other. So how do I work through this? How do I avoid, you're conflicted. How do we avoid this chaos? Well, there is no avoiding it because it's shifting. The whole world is shifting. The whole universe is shifting. The universe loves us. And God, if you will, loves us. Favors us. And this old way of being is falling down. This could be about a crash. The economy. Could be personal as well, of course. Emotional loss. Heartbreaking. You're going to get some news in January. Sorry, Leo. It is what it is. That's what the cards say. It's going to sadden you, this message, but this is a temporary energy. What follows is your value, or seeing you didn't lose. You know what? It almost feels like someone came running in and said, but this is a truth they're telling. I was going to say, ran in and said someone died, and then you see them the next day and they're not dead at all. But that doesn't they're telling a truth. And though it may be heartbreaking when you hear it, it is not going to impede your value very long with this light burning in the back of your head that warms you. You will recognize that was always your light, and it's still there burning bright for you. The Hanged Man. Oh yeah, you've got some choices to make. That's why you're in pause. You're like, wait a minute. Do I want to do this again? Do I want to go through another battle? One more will do it. You're almost at the end. And which battles? Choose your battles wisely. Here's why you're in pause. Choosing your battles. Wanting to choose them wisely. Am I pulling too many cards here? What am I doing? Yep, we're good. 2 nines. You are one step away from achieving something here that was worth the battle, worth the fight. Freeing the world. Look at the light. You know, the freedom that it's just a hand's reach away from us now, guys, of winning this war once and for all. Individually, planetary-wide, universe-wide. We are almost there. Material harvest. We are going to see, ooh, this could be very, some little tidbits or crumbs come out of gems that come out. I guess spirit or universe wants certain signs to know certain crumbs that are being pushed out there. But there's a couple that showed up. The crash could be happening in January. Seems like it. And this one. We're almost at the end. We're at the 9. The 10 is completion. We're tired. We're wounded. We're trying to heal our wounds. You know, we backed up into a cave here just so we could just get a moment to get some of our good energy, our good star, spiritual energy to give us the boost. For some of you, it is literally by meditating and connecting with the higher realms, because we are moving into sci-fi world. Material harvest is in sight, guys. It's in sight. So what about this crash? You're connected. Crown chakra is the umbilical cord between you and the universe, source. Source of all. Higher self, getting you through this whole maze of what the world is going through and how it is affecting us personally and our relationships. You are connected with the higher self, with the source. It never was severed, no matter what this tower is about. You are not severed. Oh, so January, you're going to be delighted with this beautiful thing that's happening to you. Even though it's tough, it's a tough time for us all. But there's still zombies out there. And there's still people who can't shake off the old way of being. They can't shake off jealousy, which is just diseases us. You know, you hold on to jealousy over another person and it just eats away at you. It's not a good vibration to be in. While Earth is shifting, you want to catch that wave. You don't want to be in the lower realms of negative. This could also be a warning that you see someone get a wish fulfillment and you're envious. So there's the warning. Don't allow that to happen to you. But if it is someone who is being jealous and envious of you, that would stand to reason from what we saw up here earlier. Hard for you to shine your light around them because, you know, they have little hissy fits. Well, how come Leo gets it all? I don't have any friends. Leo has all kinds of friends. Prosperity begins at the end of this cycle. This is also the Ace of Wands. New beginning, new career, new way of being. And in this particular deck, I love this card because there's something blooming here. A seed that was planted that is starting to bloom. Could this be new love? But it could be new career, new way of being. Heart chakra, birthing new love. Oh, Leo, 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 Leo. Some of you, this usually indicates when the Ace and the Empress are together like that, that new world, I mean, old world passing, giving birth, like getting with child, or getting someone with child. Or maybe on the other end of the scale, because I know that a lot of people are discovering they're sterile. On the other side of the coin, we've got with all your heart, wanting to birth something new, something beautiful. So yes, some of you are getting pregnant, and some of you are discovering that you can't. You can't. That time is done. But your path lies in this new way of being. Something you can pour all your heart in. On, what is it? Destiny. And having the patience. There's the patient card. All the seeds that were planted, are they ever going to come to fruition? You know, this old cycle may feel like there was a dying. Had to let go of old ideas. But something pays off big for you. This sight into your future. That whisper in your ear. A very interesting month for all of us, Leo. There is help for you there. If that resonated for you, I hope it did. God bless. Bye-bye for now. Hello, Virgo. We're going to do your reading for January. In case you get bored or want to play with that visual of the amethyst crystal wrapped in copper, cherry wood, through the crystal ball for Virgo. What do you see? Let's see what the message is for Virgo in the month of January. What can we see? What can we see for the month of January? Message for Virgo, please. First card up for you is the Six of Water. This is very nostalgic. Feeling nostalgic, Virgo, over 2021. Perhaps sitting there thinking, thank heavens it's over. I can get out of 2021 into 2022. There is a time of reflection. The Hanged Man, Pisces energy, reflecting, looking back with some regrets, or maybe thinking things were better than they actually were. Yeah, remembering heartache, heartbreak, betrayal, and strength. Strength that, you know, maybe thankful that you just got through it. Thank heavens I made it through that. 2021 was a total mess. In the at least in the realm of the world. I think we can all agree. Two of Earth. So I think you are, whoops, what am I doing? Four of Air. Okay, get it together here, Catherine. Let's have a look. I got distracted. The strength to resolve it within yourself. A sad memory. A strength that, thank heavens I got through that. Or I got through that year. I got through that episode. Two of Earth is about juggling, keeping busy to keep your mind off of this, perhaps. I want to keep my mind off my troubles, so I'm going to just, get busy. I'm going to paint that room again. Four of Aries. Again. This nostalgia card could be, yeah, this is about the past. Maybe someone returning and you're remembering, oh dear, can I get through that person's visit? Or can I get through facing that person again? And the Four of Aries, like, what is there to offer me? Because everything in the past never worked. Looking in the past. Virgo, that's really not a good place to be. Maybe paint that room again. Because if you're looking in the past too long, you get depressed. Eight of Water. Oh yeah, good. That's walking away. I'm packing my bags. Moving to a new land. New world. Walking away. Leaving that energy behind. Because you can't stay in that energy. Especially now that the whole universe is shifting. Not just Earth. Not just the sun. We saw Jupiter on satellite last week shifting. That was pretty cool. Saw a whole bunch of cool things in space. The Chariot. Cancer energy. This is about racing to victory. Saying, wait, I got to keep busy. I got to paint that room again. It'll help get my thoughts settled. Maybe do a little meditation while I'm painting, or do something that I'm really good at that gets my mind off of this. And you're going to walk away from worrying about how that's going to turn out. Victory is racing towards you. This is the Temperance card. Patience. Patience. You know that 2022 is going to pay off big for you. Maybe you're second guessing yourself. I'm not really getting that feeling. You know that 2022... Oh! I love how Spirit works, because I get crumbs of and tidbits of, what's going to happen globally for everyone. And it looks like cryptos are going up. Stock markets are going up. And that's really weird, because I also saw a crash in another reading that showed what's going on around us is all and it is true. Everything is crashing around us. People are waking up and realizing we're in a full-blown war. But in 2022, with a little patience and a little help from above, which this is help from above. This could be like, the UFOs, the ETs, that alien invasion that they're going to stage, and you realize, no, I've got allies up there too. And, you guys just duke it out yourselves. What I have to do is to keep in a higher vibration. That's how you win this war. To get in a higher vibration. You'd be surprised how clever you can get once you're there. Because you can see clearly, think pragmatically, as Virgos like to do. And there it is. Fortune's wheel coming into look at the visual on this, Virgo. Where the planet is in this. We're in the eye of this storm now. We're shifting to where we need to be in the universe. And the controllers of this earth are being removed. Now, what the controllers of this earth want is for us to get mad, start killing each other. That's why they staged all this polarization. But that's not where the earth is going. So it's necessary at this time in January, especially, to keep your vibration out of that. To look to the future with patience. You have help from above. Our star friends from above. Rising that vibration. So, in the markets, I think we're going to see something rise in the markets. Maybe prior to the crash. Maybe right after the crash. This could be indicative, Virgo, is that when we crash, maybe this is the crash here. Maybe that's what you're going through. When you watch this reading, maybe we're there. And it happens in that first week of January. Walking away from that old world, that old way of being, moving into sci-fi world. That's where we're going, if you haven't heard. And the Page of Earth. This is a message, an offer. Could be a peace offering from up here. February, I guess we'll have to find out what that is, but the clarifiers might tell us. Might be something that, you do this, the Hangman. I'll think about it before I give it my decision. Let's clarify this message for Virgo. What does this all mean for Virgo in January? Oh boy, these cards really want to talk. There we go. Spiritual strength. So nostalgia, looking back. Yeah, you better bloody be strong if you're looking back, because that's really depressing. Spiritual strength. You have help. You have star beings here helping you. Helping you to rise that vibration, to pull you out of this, to pull you out of the past. You have protection. Perhaps your guides, your angels, your ET buddies, whoever they might be, they're telling you we can stave off the enemy. But the rest is up to you. What world are you going to thrive in, land in, be a part of? There is your card. So you may well be matched up with a Pisces this month in, when it comes to messages, understanding. You may get a message from a Pisces that helps bring you into focus of where you're at or where you need to be. This is left brain thinking. The Hermit holds that little lantern. That light came from the right brain, that creative side, that communicator with source and higher self. And that light is given to the Hermit, who goes through the maze of the left side. That's that pragmatic side of Virgo. That is your card, by the way. The Hermit card. Perhaps studying even what ideology even means anymore, because you can't bring ideology into a woo fight, and we are in a woo war. We are being penetrated by all the woo, whether it's space aliens or woo things. We're moving into sci-fi world. So yeah, you're giving a lot of thought, and pragmatism is going to be your friend. Discontent, boredom. I'm tired of being betrayed. I'm tired of being let down. I'm tired of hurting. I'm tired of pain. And hurt to the point where I'm trying to heal, for heaven's sakes, but afraid to look at what is there. Afraid to hope for that better, for that castle in the sky. Because you're too focused on the past. And that's what your spirit guides are telling you. Your higher self is telling you. Strength, you bet you've got it. Here's where the strength kicks in. Patience and planning. All right, what is it I need to do? Do I need to sit and wait? Do I need to move on something? Do I need to move? Do I need to rebuild? Is there anything to salvage? Patience and planning. We have two pillars here. This is about being connected with the soulmate, or the twin flame. And for me, twin flame has always meant, for me, my twin flame was in the spirit realm all this time. throat chakra. Juggle, juggle, juggle. Maybe keeping busy, trying to figure out how am I going to deal with this, whatever this is in the past. Is there someone I have to speak to? And if I speak to them, am I going to say the right things? But we have, Spirit helping you work on the throat chakra while you're busy. While you're busy trying to keep your mind off of the negative, off of the lower vibration, it is actually healing your throat chakra. It's balancing it, because when it is needed, it is going to be sharp. Ooh. Not in a bad way. It may be. Virgo sometimes come across as very sharp. But I think this is about communication. Saying the right things the right way so you don't come off like a sword across someone's throat. Material harvest. So some of you feel like, you lost a harvest on something. You lost a chance on something. But this is also showing you that with the Four of Air, there is a light around you warming you. But you're focused on the past here, looking down, down. But this warmth behind you is trying to get your attention. Saying, Virgo, look, here is your star. Here is your harvest. Well, I guess eventually you get it, because look, you've turned around. All right, you feel conflicted, you feel defeated, you're taking a different path. You've decided, or you decide, where your path is. The whole world's changed. It's not what anyone thought it was. We have to rethink everything, and what I'm leaving behind in order to find my 10 of Cups. And we see 2 5s right here, which is about radical changes in January for you. Sacral chakra. That I will succeed. I will beat this. I will have victory. Well, of course you will, because you have help from above. And oh my goodness, someone's taking control of the situation. And if it's not you, it's your higher self, your guides, your angels, your guardians. For some of you female Virgos, you may even, get knocked into a different reality that, hey, this person is, I want to build a kingdom with. This emperor is balanced by the empress. Together they build kingdoms. So for you female Virgos, your realization of the emperor comes through this spiritual part of you. Well, for males too. I mean, gender isn't, it's the energy, not the gender. I mean, even you male Virgos out there, about taking control of your life. Or maybe be the first to speak because of that throat chakra, giving you the courage. Suffering in silence. So this really does look like you're making that effort to stifle these energies, even though they still hurt. You're like, I'm trying to rise my vibration. I'm trying to take control and do my part. I'm trying to build my own kingdom. The way that was in the past didn't work anymore. I walked away from it. How do I let go of this burden? Well, you just have to sit there, meditate, and watch the shift happen. There's nothing more you can do, Virgo. There's really nothing more any of us can do except to raise the vibration of this earth and not get sucked into the propaganda where everybody has to kill everybody. Everybody has to judge everybody because we're so polarized. This may be the shifting of the moon too. There may be some kind of a message or sign about the moon for you. Six of Fire, heartache and loss. You are going to so rise above that heartache and loss. This is that healing, miraculous healing. It's like if I fake it long enough, I make it. Or if I just keep trying to rise my vibration. Look at you. Look. This is suffering in silence, but you've climbed to this rock trying to raise that vibration so that you can see what's coming, that you can absorb instead of... You won't be able to see it if you stay here in this vibration, and you know it. So this is you doing it. Near the end of January. And it is healing, that healing light that comes in and raises you up. Boy, does it ever. Then a message comes in. This feels like a spiritual message, but it does show Earth. So it must come from the Earth. Someone giving you something, or maybe someone you connect with who offers you that connection back to who you are. You know, a word from someone can sometimes do that. It's just like that gentle word that reminds you you're still connected. You still have that vision of better things. And when we come through that full shift, you bet that crown chakra is going to be lit up in all of us as humanity transitions through that second part of what we're going through. Because we're in the eye of it right now. I hope that helped. I hope that helped, Virgo. Thanks for joining me. And God bless. Bye for now. Hello, Libra. Thanks for joining me. So we're going to do a reading for you for the month of January. So this is an amethyst crystal wrapped in copper. Thought you might want to gander through the crystal while I'm reading to see what you can see. A message for January for Libra. A message for Libra for the month of January. Thank you. Temptation. The Devil's card. Capricorn energy. 3 of fire. Which would be the same as the 3 of Wands. Transformation. This is Scorpio energy and also traditionally the Death card. Don't be scared. I'm glad you got it at the beginning. 7 of water. We'll go through these individually. 9 of water. A story unfolds. 6 of fire. 9 of water is wish fulfillment. 7 of fire. King of water. Page of air. Fortune's wheel. 2 of fire. King of air. What an ending. Let's walk it through. There may be a temptation here for you, Libra, in the first week of January, taking more than you should have. Well, maybe for some of you, you drank too much on New Year's Eve. You know, that temptation was there, and I took more than I should have. But, you know, I was high as a kite. You know, it felt good. It's like I licked the ice cream. I enjoyed the profits before they were all in. So there is an ending here. Transformation is what death is all about. An ending of the old year. Transforming your way of being in 2022. And face it, the world's never going to be the same. It changed drastically through the last 2 years. And people are waking up en masse, saying no to the old, transforming into sci-fi world, which we are going into. This is going to be very confusing, and you're not alone here, Libra. The whole world is going through confusion right now. We're in the eye of the storm. This people waking en masse is the realization of we are in a full-blown global war. We have been for some time, but now that you're in the eye of the storm, you can see quite clearly that we're shifting. And choose wisely which path you want to take in this transformation. What kind of a butterfly do you want to come out looking like? Or do you want to come out looking like a moth? Just kidding. Whoop. Whoop. Just, no. Catherine. I got distracted. I shouldn't have said moth. It distracted me. So now, coming out of into the second week, to mid-January, we have this wish fulfillment. So whatever this temptation was up here, Libra, maybe that temptation was to take more than what you should have, or spent more than you should have, or done something more than you should have, and putting an end to that, going through this transformation, which the whole world is going through, picking a path of where you're going to go in 2022, and having this wish fulfillment that will rise you to higher levels of consciousness, prosperity, abundance. How can I attain that? Well, first of all, Libra, you stand for someone who loves you. You may, in the first 10 days, mid-month, need to defend somebody. Defend somebody who's always been there for you, who's always shown you wisdom. It could be a parent. It could even be, a Scorpio. This is someone who loves you dearly, who's probably stood for you in the past. And you're standing your ground. You could even be standing your ground with this person, saying, I know how much you love me, but you have to let me do this. Give me this space. We are in the age of Aquarius. And Aquarian energy needs space to be who they are individually. We are all uniting as humanity, but not the way the oligarchs wanted us to unite, so that we'd all unite and fight each other. This tribe against this tribe is retarded. But this whole way of being in Aquarius is about being individual, as well as the connection to everything else that is love. Beautiful. At the end of January, you're either dealing with a professional person or a person who dearly loves you but doesn't show their emotions. This is someone who loves you. Could be the same person. They don't show their emotions. And they're worth standing for, fighting for, negotiating with. This is, feels, because it's diagonal to the Seven of Fire, like the negotiation period of this new world you're going to be moving into. This is a person, now this one gives wise advice. This one is pragmatic. This one is logical. This one is, your friend if you're investing. It gives you the right advice. And of course, this loving advice is giving you that freedom to stand on your own. Oh, my goodness. Not bad, Libra. Not bad how some of you, I'm sure this is meant for whoever comes across the video, but I think I'm addressing the Libras that are moving into this new world with grace. Welcome to sci-fi world, woo world. Let's try this again. Clarify this message. What is the message for Leo? Help us to understand. What is this about? I'll take that. Material harvest. Yes, that's a big temptation. Well, I could gain a lot if I just did it the wrong way. Except that's not the world we're moving into, Libra. So there's a real strong sense of caution here. Keeping yourself in check. This material harvest, yes, you deserve, but not that way. You will manifest bigger if you do not fall into that temptation of taking or fixing the books, bending the rules. Now, this may indicate, the illusionist. This is the magician, illusionist of what others see. Maybe some of you are showing that you have more than you have. Some of you are manifesting more because of the decision not to bite into that temptation. For some of you, you did bite into that temptation. So now there seems to be needing an illusion to keep up the facade. But this energy can be turned around, as we see here. Wow. Disruption. That's the Tower card. Big shakeup at the 1st of January. What was this? What is this? And I should say was. Let's put it in the past. Disruption. Now, we know that the Earth is shifting. The universe is shifting. We watched Jupiter shift about a week ago on the satellites, which was really cool. Everything is changing in January. We know this. We have economy crashing. We've got people being evicted, and it's just horrendous. Disruption. The ending of the old world. Don't fall into the temptation of taking from others in order to survive. Do the right thing, Libra. You will be amazed because we are no longer dealing on a material level. We are in the eye of the storm. Here you are, shifting. That realization of what this is all about, really. And you'll be too tired to fight the facade of how you lived before or how you were before. I'm not saying that you were a cheater, a liar, or a thief, but we've all fallen into these temptations. And here's that realization of, I can't do it anymore. And Spirit says, nothing to worry about, Libra. Just get up here on my back. I'll show you the truth. And that is about freedom. Discontent and boredom. This is about choosing wisely. That may be the temptation, Libra, to choose less than you deserve. You know, there's no taking because you feel you deserve it, but you're discontent. You're afraid to reach for that dream, that castle in the sky. There's been confusion. The world is changing. Ideology is not what you bring to a woo fight. And we're moving into sci-fi world. Wooville. Choosing wisely what you want your path to be. Why not reach for that castle? You've no idea then that it's actually possible. Because everything is changing. And you will get wish fulfillment if you reach for it. Miracles are happening in 2021. This is about taking control, building a kingdom. This is the Emperor. Wish fulfillment. For some of you, it's about finding your Emperor. But maybe that wish fulfillment should involve finding how you can build together. Which I see that with these two cards here. You are being risen. This is the rising of the earth, the vibrations of the earth. We are now lifting these vibrations. You're going along with it. You are having spiritual union. This is also the soulmate card. But you're having also that spiritual union. The whole world is experiencing this spiritual union with what's to come. That insight. Look, they're both looking in that bowl. That insight of the future. That common goal, that common like mind. And oh, look, their foreheads touching together makes that sign of, oh, what's that sign? Oh, it escapes me the words. It starts with a P. The Sun. Standing your ground. Negotiating to get the best deal. How to get out of this old stuff. Raising your vibration, connecting to the higher self as well. Working with a soulmate, finding a like mind. Looking to the future, and this is the beginning. This is the Sun. This traditionally has a little child on a horse's back, you know, racing with the sun, you know, glowing in the sun. Standing your ground, bringing the light to who you are, who you really are. Look at all the stars around you. That's you in sci-fi world. And wisdom. This person who loves you, or the person you meet in 2021, you know, maybe you haven't met them yet. Maybe you know who it is. All right, so as I said earlier about somebody watching you or maybe waiting for the right moment to say something to you or to give you, a tip that would be profitable. This message might be coming in that you have to say to them, okay, that I didn't see coming, so I have to think about it. Or this could mean, the message of when to invest, when to move, when to. So you're in a calculating measure. This is the Hangman card. And this is spirit pausing you so that you can have a better view of which direction to choose wisely. Because everything you've done in the past didn't work. This is about starting to see the truth of things and the path you want to take. So here you are at the shift. Shifting in the eye of the storm. Here is full truth from dark to light. Over that scary part of our world change, our whole system changing, our economy system changing, the way we do things changing. What is it like to live with no poverty? Changing. That's changing. Hello, Scorpio. Thanks for joining me. To start with, I moved this for every sign, but it is the amethyst crystal wrapped in copper on a cherry wood stick, and the crystal ball. See if you can see anything in it. Leave me a comment below if you see anything interesting. But let's look at what the messages for Scorpio in the month of January. A message for Scorpio, please, for the month of January. First, batter up is an Aries energy, the Fool card. The Queen of Water, also known as the Queen of Cups. The Nine of Earth. And the Five of Air. You can see she's balancing on a tightrope here with a bunch of distractions. The Star card. Now in this time that we are in the eye of the storm, with the global changes, the shifting, so many things going on that's rushing at people. So lately, very strongly, this card, the Star card, has meant something more, like ETs, UFOs, angels, star seeds. Queen of Earth, also known as the Queen of Pentacles. Page of Fire. Page of Water. So some of you might be dealing with children. A lot of children here. 10 of Earth. King of Earth. Ace of Fire. And 10 of Fire. Now, wait till we get to this. This is very interesting. So we have you taking a leap of faith into the new year. Horn blowing. Party, party, even if you're alone. So glad 2021 is over. So glad. It's been an emotional roller coaster. This is also about psychic connections. We see this happening with everybody, especially with the Star card here. But the Queen of Water can be emotional as well as psychic. And that this is where psychic senses start to awaken. But these are in their mature form of connection, either with other, humanity or higher self. 9 of Earth is about being independent, blazing your own trail, walking your own path, holding your own light. This is about, it can be about confidence, but it feels more like going forward in a direction that you always felt you needed to go into. Not bulldozing or anything, just something you feel very strongly about. But there's been distractions. I mean, that's true for us all. There you are, navigating, balancing perfectly in spite of all of these distractions. Why? These distractions become your angels. So a good way of looking at this would be, you're not going to distract me. I am balanced here, but I do see you. And transform them into beings of light. About taking negative energy and putting into this good energy. It's like being able to forgive, or just saying, I don't need you anymore, or I don't need to be that way anymore, and I don't need to focus on what the news is saying. I'm focusing on higher levels. I'm communicating with your ancestors, your higher beings. And there's a whole lot of nurturing going on, Scorpio. Self-nurturing. Maybe this is why you have this independence card here, because you just want to not be distracted. You just want to nurture yourself. You've got your star family here, nurturing you, helping you, guiding you, opening a path for you that you finally see. And it is not a path you expected. Why do I say that? Because the Page of Water is about creating a new reality. It's about waking up the senses that you've already mastered. Waking them up. It's like turning your head for just a second and saying, wait a second, these aren't my paths. This is my path. Maybe some of you are going to Mars. I mean, if you're young enough that it's going to happen, people are going to get, visiting Mars. That's what they keep talking about. Maybe the moon. But let's back down to Earth. This is about your path. This new path that's about to open up for you. This would be midweek. Could be a boss. Boss. That would be a slave master, wouldn't it? Everyone is realizing that we have to be a different way. We cannot rebuild the economy the way it was, where we had slave masters and slaves and assembly lines. And there are going to be assembly lines. Of course there's going to be assembly lines, but they're going to be different. It's not going to be about, well, I guess for some it could be, but you know, that's their choice. They'll be vibrating at a different level. We're a new career, a new beginning, one that you are going to be passionate about because it utilizes your gifts. It doesn't just benefit the world, it actually benefits the realization that, wait, we're killing each other. Why? Oh, that's because of the oligarchs and the governments and the who said, oh, if that person didn't get the job, they're your enemy. Or, oh, that person's the wrong color, that's your enemy. Oh, that person believes in that. Oh, they believe, oh, they're your enemy. We're all seeing that now. And the world is shifting. New economy, new infrastructure. Where is Scorpio? Taking a leap of faith. Memories of love. Scorpio, I think you're going to take a leap of faith anyway, even though you have not seen the big picture. It's almost like, all right, I'm going to take a leap of faith, but I'm not going to have any expectations that anything good is going to come out of it, which is not necessarily a bad attitude. Perhaps you're that way simply because you don't want emotions triggered or to get sucked back into a way that was painful. You're playing the waiting game. actually, Scorpio, this is for everybody. We are playing the waiting game as we move through this shift. And this is very indicative of you staying connected with a higher self, that psychic maturity. Scorpio, for those who are, chiming in on this reading, you could be one of the ones that are raising the vibration of the earth simply by your meditations, your willpower of thought and mind, real mind discipline here. Getting the earth through that shift. Independent and soulmate. Like minds. The freedom to be individual. There is a soulmate. If you haven't met them yet, maybe you know who they are. Like minds coming together, soulmates coming together. Working towards that by being who you are. We're in the Aquarian age, Scorpio, and this type of energy causes one to separate themselves. Needing space, Aquarian energy, needing that space, that place of refuge, and having it even with a partner. Or, yes, I love all my friends and my family, they're all my soulmates, but this energy of independence and still being connected. Oh, yes. You may be on balancing the wire now. There may be distractions now, but you are going to transform them into the light. Bringing it to the light. And you had help. This is about 2022 beginning. Traditionally, the sun card is a child on a horse and just bathed in light. 2022. You'll get through this period, and the light will shine, and you've had help from above. ETs, UFOs, aliens, angels. Throat chakra. Ooh, they're working on your throat chakra so that you have that ability not just to be able to express with other people, because we're all changing. We've been so polarized and fighting for so long. We're learning to talk to each other, and we're getting help from above. This is also about being able to talk to these aliens, these angels. Not our saviors, by the way, but there are ETs out there who have been helping us for millennium. Now we're being able to, this might be the breadcrumb that Spirit is showing me in your sign, because this happens with the other signs. I get breadcrumbs of a global scale. This could be first contact. With ETs. And there's an alien invasion coming. The government plans to throw a party of aliens attacking us, and it's all staged. It's all a movie. We've got the universe nurturing this shift, nurturing. Oh, Scorpio, you are one of the ones that are helping nurture through the shift, because a lot of people are not taking it well. And a lot of people are not going to take it well because they waited too long to wake up to the realization that we are in a full-fledged global war, and that they planned it that way, and that we can beat it. But people are waking up in shock because it took so long to wake up to the truth of what was going on. You're one of the ones that nurture this earth and humanity through this shift, this new beginnings. That's also Fortune's wheel. Page of Fire, the new path. Look at this new path. It's going to speed up. Oh, like it hasn't been quick enough. I mean, we've waited for years and years and years for this shift, but, well, thousands of years. But was talking about this with a friend about how it feels like slow motion, like when you get in an accident. It feels like slow motion, but it happened just like that. Like when you really think about it, you're like, holy smokes, there's so much going on, it's overwhelming. And that's what it's happening. It's overwhelming. It's picking up speed. This path is opening. And it's going to open wide for you, Scorpio. Now, this also... No, it isn't. I thought it was. But look, we're seeing star energy again. First contact. The path opening. Now that's really sci-fi, Scorpio. Going into some pretty deep woo here. Victory and success in this new creation. Like you're just at the beginning stages of this new creation. Transforming after the shift. Things moving fast. But you're in that nurturing energy. Nurtured by angels. Nurtured by self. And you may be starting off as a child, creating something new. But you have victory and success in what you create in 2022. Base chakra. Ooh, baby. This is about sensuality. Well, okay. Money turns some people on. 10 of Earth, that's 10 of Pentacles. That's about completion. It's about having it all. And really, why not? Why can't you have it all? Let's not get all narcissistic now, but there's no reason why you can't have it all. The independence. The soulmate. The great sex, the secure home, the good retirement. Foundation and achievement. So I'm assuming you're going to be your own boss for some of you, or some of you are going to have positions of better self-respecting positions of opportunities to create, building that foundation, building the infrastructure of our new world, and making great achievements. This is not just foundations and achievements. This is great achievements with the king here. This is like, I hope you're not offended, and I probably shouldn't say it. This is like Mr. T, energy. Like, I'm the king. My foundation. I did this. A little bit, vain, but let's try not to go there. There's no reason why, people can't toot their own horn, but sometimes you get tired of hearing it. Material and spiritual prosperity. Material and spiritual prosperity with this new beginning, new career, new passion, because it looks like some of you are going to be experiencing a lot of passion here. But, naturally, Scorpio is the passionate side of the zodiac, in my opinion, anyway. Oh, be careful. One of the things you have to let go of is any envy, any jealousy, any temptation to deceive. In like mind or like way, letting go of the illusion, the delusions of what we've been under for thousands of years is coming to light. It's already come to light. People are seeing it now. We're in the eye of the storm where we can see what's been going on and around and around and around, rinse and repeat. Seeing all of that. Deception. And leaving it behind. Oh, so that's why that, and I've been hanging on to that hurt all this time. Out. Oh, and that's why, and I always thought it was me. I always blame myself. Out. This is the awakening and transformation, the burning of the old, the understanding of where your year is going and how you want to build it. I hope that helps, Scorpio. Thanks for joining me. God bless. Hello, Sagittarius. Thanks for joining me. And I am going to move this, as I do for all signs, so it might give a different image. And for those of you who are curious, we have the crystal ball. See what you see in that, Sag, with the gem behind it. Some of you like that kind of thing. So this is the month of January for Sagittarius. What is the message for Sagittarius in the month of January? I think. Is that what you want me to do? All right. The first card up is the Six of Water. Nostalgia. Two of Water. Nostalgia with a soulmate. Messenger of Earth. And temptation. Five of Water. The Fool. Page of Earth. Ace of Air, which would be the same as the Ace of Swords. The Moon card, Pisces energy, and in some cases Cancer. King of Air. The Empress. And the Hermit. What's the story for Sagittarius for the month of January? So you may be waiting, someone's coming toward you, but they're taking a long time, so you might be tempted to stray. This can, just for some of you, this nostalgia looking back, do you want to repeat that pattern? What is this temptation? This is the same as the Devil's card, which is about breaking chains, not giving in to temptation. You're being tempted with something here. You're looking back on sorrow and grief, nostalgia. Some of you are depressed because, well, look at the state the world is in, for heaven's sakes. There is this treasure on your tail, in case you didn't notice. This is temporary energy. Fives are always temporary energy. So there might have been some grief, some sadness, some loss. Some lost a soulmate, or some lost a loved one that was, soulmates are not always lovers. They could be friends or family. Could have been a Virgo, Capricorn. What's going on with you? We see you taking a leap of faith, perhaps to shake off the blues. A message coming towards you. Perhaps someone did you wrong and they're coming with a peace offering. Or somebody owes you money. Or someone, this could also be a child you're dealing with that's wanting, to make up with you. Could be a message that brings an inspiration to a project. We have truth coming out. So if you're tempted to do something, don't do it, because it's going to come out in the open. But you're seeing the truth, as everyone is seeing the truth right now. We are in the darkest period of human and Earth's history. We are in the eye of that storm now. So we're still going to get hit with the back end. But while we're in the eye, this is that grand awakening. Everyone can see what's going on. It's the apocalypse. Apocalypse means great revealing, the revealing. So here we see the truth. We've got the bird's eye view on the truth at the eye of the storm. This is about freedom and liberty and bringing the dark to light. So it could be this message coming in. This person is dropping the seed that is the last puzzle piece to bring something to light, to reveal. The moon is about hidden things. And look at this, right down this line here. Nostalgia, the past, grief, sorrow, and something being revealed. Something being revealed. Sagittarius, you know what it is. Something being revealed to you that you can honestly, if you so choose, that you could be tempted to just stay bitter. But this is about remembering that grief, that sorrow, that hurt, and choosing to not hold that energy, to let it go. Look at her, sprinkling fairy dust, to let it go, to reveal who you and your true potential is. With revealing with the moon card, it's always been positive for me. So something that is going to be revealed will be positive. That helps shed light on this process you're going through. This will happen in the end of June. We have pragmatism. We have logic. We have non-emotion here. Some of you could be dealing with a professional person or tethered to a professional person or a contract. Could be someone who just gives you really, really good advice, like invest in this. It's good sound advice. Could be a doctor. This is how we can fix you. Birthing something new. Here's the backside of the hurricane. Now it's time to birth this new world. So what does Sagittarius do? Well, Sagittarius really likes going into hermit mode. And who can blame them? They shine bright and their fires need to be refueled. So at the end of January, you're going to be needing that refueling. This is left brain thinking, a lot of strong left brain thinking here. We've got the keys, because this is about the hermit. The traditional hermit visual is this old fart with a lantern. This is the left side of the brain. That light comes from the right side of the brain, creativity and, psychic abilities, how to manifest into reality is the hermit walking through the left side of the brain and saying, well, how could we make that happen? The logic of it. Being pragmatic. Finding the keys to the doors through the paths. The light was given to the hermit by the right side of the brain to hold in this lantern. To join, both spiritual and physical. The Empress is the right side of the brain, who gives the light to the hermit. Let's dig deeper here. What is this message all about? Love begins. So is this reconciliation, Sag? The rebirth of a past love, or one that you had sad memories of, but you start remembering all these good memories, and it is rebirth of an old love? Or is it finding closure from past hurts? Because it happens here, the revealing. So we have it at the top and the bottom of this line of regrets and sorrow and disappointments. This cup of love. So this is either new love, tying up, letting go of the past, being new love being revealed to you, or the rebirth of this current love, that it is not lost. a truth comes out that you belong together. So I have to add here though, Sag, we're in the Aquarian age now, and I'm sure that you can relate to this, as Sagittarius don't mind having their time alone. In the Aquarian age, we need our space. That energy requires, you know, an Aquarian trait. They need to have their space, their freedom, their ability to create, you know, and do their fantastic creations. And this is what we're moving into in sci-fi world now. What we're coming out of at the other end of this side of these winds of the hurricane. Power. That's the strength card, Leo energy. There's power in a soulmate. Regarding a soulmate. And like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to be a lover. It could be a friend, family, partner in business. There's strength there. Strength in a love that you're nostalgic about, that maybe you were tempted to stray from. Is that it, Sag? Deception and envy. Deception and envy was slowly creeping in. Yeah. So as it is, Sag, whatever these chains are that have held you back, you have a destiny. And there's no power on this earth that can keep you from that destiny. That is being fulfilled now. So rocky roads, but that's understandable. We're all going through it, Sag. I mean, after all, it's the end of the world. The economy's crashing. The universe is shifting. Jupiter shifted a week ago there. That was pretty cool to watch on satellite. Everything is changing. But of course, we've got the FUD out there. The fear, the uncertainty, the doubt. And that's government and media. Like, be afraid. Be very afraid. No, just be smart. Don't listen to those a-holes. Build your own reality, your own world, your own infrastructure. This is your destiny. Yeah, that discontent and boredom. It could be that this really does look like maybe there was a falling out with someone that is really part of your path. Maybe not necessarily in the future, but definitely an important one now. Maybe that revealing is that gratitude of, yes, I see why you needed to be in my life for this purpose. Thank you. Let's move on. Or now I see you were meant to be in my life for the long run, the long haul. Clarifying the Fool, we've got the Magician. Awareness. You know where you're going. You're going to take that leap of faith at the right time. Manifesting this, what needs to be. Not allowing illusions to get in the way of your path. More Hermit energy. Virgo energy. That's Virgo too. And Gemini. And Leo's here. Stop with the signs. Get back on track. You'll be made an offer. No, you know, this could be an idea that comes to you that ends up being lucrative. Like, maybe I'll start a small business. You know, the Hermit, when he goes through that left brain, problem solving. This is also, I have to point out, she's reading a book, so be careful. You can't bring ideology to a woo fight. And we're moving into sci-fi world. Everything we thought was true was a lie. And now we're siphoning or sifting out truth from fiction. And it's going to be different for everyone. I mean, we're so polarized. That's what they wanted. You know, killing each other. Have us kill each other. They can't have us waking up and knowing how powerful we are, for heaven's sakes. So it's like, well, if you didn't get the jab, then you're the enemy. Or if you're the wrong color. Or you believe in that, I kill you. Ideologies, don't bring them to a woo fight, because you will lose. You will lose. This is where we are. This is the awakening. And what we're shifting into has nothing to do with this nonsense that they are pushing on us. The narrative, the storyline, the illusions and delusions of what is reality. Spiritual strength. You've got it, baby. You've got help. It's up to you to do the rest. I can keep you protected. Your guide's saying to you, we are protecting you. It's probably the UFOs. Wonder what planet they're from. Protecting us. But we have to do the rest. They're not here to save us. We build our reality, our world. And you're seeing the truth and the beauty and the possibilities. And you're finding your way. This is also being pragmatic into building. All right, I've got this much. How can I invest to get that much? How can I build this hospital? Or how can I begin something that with little money? How can I start my own business if I don't have 2 pennies to rub together? Well, you see the truth about how easy that's going to be. From dark to light, the revealing. There's some serious major healing in these 2 cards. Perhaps you're one of the ones, one of the many, because there, oh my gosh, there's millions of us now that are healing the earth. That can take your Excalibur and put the point in the ocean and heal it. So much is going to be revealed to us about our strengths, our power. Would the temptation be to be less than what we are meant to be? Or hide our light under a bushel, so to speak? We've got partnerships and alliances forming here for you in January. Again, logic. Maybe it's contract work, building a business. We have the opportunity here, how can I make this work on, okay, I got $10. How can I make this multi-billion-dollar business? Partnerships and alliances. Wise ones, logical ones. Birthing something new. Oh, so at the end of January, this was like mid-January, first 10 days to the second 10 days. Now we've got, this says emotional loss. Again, this is back, hearkening back or reflecting back. So at this point in the month, you're going to go like full circle, have a peek behind you as to what you just came through. Maybe some of it was even overwhelming. But that light is there and it belongs to you. That is your light right there. This is the number 5. It is about radical change, but it is this temporary energy. Look at you holding your heart and realizing that heart that's shining in you. There's your higher self, and you will see it. You are birthing something new. And do you find your way out of that left brain? Oh boy, do you ever. We've got the 3rd eye chakra. Really? You're unlocking the brain. You're unlocking, decalcifying the pineal gland. You are having 3rd sight, higher sight, higher being sight. And look, you had help. I think that revealing will be that understanding. I hope that helped. Thanks for joining me, Sag. God bless.